absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
let me turn my thing off.
Okay.
Silent your cell phones.
Silence your cell phones.
We are professional on this podcast, and we are respectable to your enjoyment.
Right. My bad, Cameron. I ignored your text when you're like, I'm here.
Oh, that's not good.
I think he
Yeah,
told
you
me
answered me
to come
saying,
Yeah. I did what Dalton has said. Just come inside.
Yeah.
Come inside to the house that's not mine.
Yeah, right.
So refresh.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you're so
Invincible,
trusting,
like, what
Dalton.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna talk about Invincible.
You actually are.
That's gonna be probably the primary thing. So yeah, there's this incredible show that these guys watched, and they've been talking about it, and I finally got to watch it, and after that first episode, I binged the entire thing in one day.
I mean, as you do.
As you do. It was incredible.
If you like a show that much, you gotta binge it.
Yep. And, oh, dude, it's just so good. So we're gonna jump right into it. Grab your popcorn and get ready for some salty content. Alright, so, hey, welcome, Cully. This is our guest for today.
How you guys doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, thanks for doing this. This is going to be fun. And this is going to be a nerd podcast, I think, strictly.
Yeah.
Which,
You get your nerd glasses on and everything.
yeah, right.
Actually, this is a very nerdy show.
Yeah, so Invincible, it's a cartoon that is for people above the age of 18.
Definitely.
For great reasons. So you guys have been like talking about it, hyping it up, and I think it was Russell first who put on the group chat.
Yeah.
He's like, "Are you guys watching Invincible?"
Yeah.
And just all caps, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, and me and Dalton were both just like, already been watching it, bro. Already on it.
Are you there, man?
Way ahead of you, buddy.
Yeah. And so I start the first episode, I had the time, and throughout the first episode, I'm just like, okay, this is kind of like on the nose superhero come-up story, and then the ending happened.
Should we give a spoiler warning?
Oh yeah, spoiler. Spoiler warning to you.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Massacre. I could not stop laughing. And I felt,
they got a massacre, great.
oh dude. Well, it's
You
just,
might need to
I'm
think
glad
about
you find
something.
superhero massacres funny.
dude, it was more just the shock value
Oh, yeah.
of it, to where it's just like, holy shit, like when he fucking smashes
Red Rush.
yeah,
Red Rush,
Red Rush's face.
And
I'm
you
like,
see time slow down for him, and he's just... And his head's like... And his eye pops
oh.
out.
Because I think that's the first like real gory thing that happens, and like as slow as it was happening, I was like, it's not gonna get gory. This is fun.
You thought it was gonna just turn away from the head?
Yeah,
And then you see
sound effects, and it's like, all right, the show's got some balls. No, you get boom, eyeball brains, and that's what I was like,
that shield got all the balls. And this was crazy to see. I mean, I as a person who read the comics, before we did the show, I knew that how that was going to go out, but in the comics it was way different. Like it was done fast and silent, and it was done like very, very, very discreet. Well, not discreetly. It was more like just super fast and super quick.
Yeah, you couldn't see it. It was more like
A big blur.
Yeah, like he shows up, blur, and then everybody's dead.
He shows up.
Here
blur.
they show every single kill, every single death, every single
Let's
organ
take
explode.
this panel and make it move.
Yep.
yeah.
And that's exactly.
Did
what
you
they-
guys-
Had a little bit of life with this panel.
Yeah.
the shot,
A little motion.
Yeah, in my opinion, I thought they did that better on the show than they did the comic.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I didn't read the entire series, but from the part that I read, which is like really the first issue, they did a better job in the cartoon.
As a person who read the whole 144 issues, it was. I think it was done better in the show than in the comics as well, because it was great to see. It was an interesting take to see the actual heroes, the Guardians of the Globe, actually fighting him. So that was a cool way to do it, and I think they did it pretty well. Like, it was really,
the
really
visual
good.
aspect of it, which I agree with that totally, because I haven't finished the comics either. I've only probably read like 2-3 issues. Like, I didn't really get that far. So like, once I saw that, I was like, okay, the start out was a little bit different, but it's good. You know, like, I was excited for it. It got me hyped up for the action, and then I was really invested in the story. You know?
Did you guys, I think before we started recording, we were talking about it. Did you guys say the comic is gorier than the show?
Yes.
Yes, the
Very
comic.
gory.
But you guys still think the show is better?
Well, the show only did one part of this whole comic series, so it's really hard to give a full comparison.
Yeah, there's still a lot to be told.
There's a lot of good things they did in the show compared to the comics, and there are things that in the comics was done better. But overall, the show as a whole, as an adaptation, it was really good. Like, usually there's always that one adaptation that's never as good as the source, but this one was really good, even though it was only like 9 episodes or 8 episodes?
8 episodes.
8 episodes.
Yeah.
There's more to come. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, so the show still has opportunity
to turn it up even more than they already turned it up.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
Coming sometime this year.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, they already announced that there will be. They got picked up for season 2. Yeah, and another thing I gotta point out about this show, that's different than the comic, the all-star voice cast.
Dude,
everybody's like an A-lister, B-lister.
It's
like,
nuts.
2 of them are Academy Award nominees.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons and Stephen Yeun.
He's an Academy Award winner.
Yeah,
winner.
He won for Whiplash.
Whiplash,
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so him.
Rod is in the Whiplash here.
Yeah, he did.
Oh man, I really was not expecting how evil his character really was. Like, the whole time I was waiting for the explanation. Like, why?
Yeah,
like, is there like a deeper conspiracy going on with the global people?
Yeah,
you know. And then when he just breaks it all down to the sun, it's just like, I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
I'm like, so
That's something I felt was handled better in the show, because in the comic they have their fight and they have their emotional moment, and he flies off. Here they actually decided, I guess, to draw out a little more and make it more emotional, which was very effective.
Yes.
That scene where he's beating the living piss out of him on the mountain, like, I want to start over. Make another kid.
blood.
You want to die for this planet? Fine. What's 17 more years? I can always start again. Make another kid.
All he can say is dad, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's speaking to him as he's beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Where in the comic, he's just beating him?
Yeah.
Here, he's talking about, like you said, like, oh, what's another 17 more years to me? He's having another kid.
Like, I don't know if you guys had nightmares about your folks of just like they just completely turn against you. You know, like
What's really a nightmare? It's kind of reality.
I'm about to say, he can actually tell you about that. I'll tell you this. I've had
gave me
like
like that feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just that devastation of just like the one person that's supposed to.
you give a shit about.
Yeah, and this is why me and my brother really vibe with this storyline and this whole comic and everything, because it's like, we literally, as kids, you think your dad is a superhero, and next thing you know, fucking turns around, you realize he's just an alcoholic who fucking makes stupid ass mistakes.
So and then that's what this guy. Yeah, I know you always look up to your parents as like Jesus, they're this. But then you realize
superheroes.
but then you realize they're people too. And people are prone to be fucked up.
Yeah.
And
Only this time, Oni-Man is not just a person, he's an alien that's superpowered and fucked up.
It's just
so it's don't worry.
J.K. Simmons was excellent as Oni-Man.
Oh yeah.
Stephen Yeun was fantastic as Invincible.
You know what's funny? Going into the show, I knew J.K. Simmons was in it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna look out for him. Which character is he in? Right when I saw him, I was like, oh, that's him. That's funny.
Well, because like they kind of really don't do any editing to his voice.
That and just his physical appearance, he looks just like
Spider-Man.
That's it. He did, Spider-Man, so I agree. Yeah, it's just him but buffer. Except he's buff now because he's playing Gordon. So.
Yeah, he got jacked for Gordon, even though like he didn't do much in the original Justice League. But it's like, man, he got jacked for that one scene.
Yeah.
He really is in the character.
He's going for it, dude.
Yeah, but now people are saying because he's so buff, he can play on him.
I remember
live action.
I remember there were pictures of him working out and showing his biceps, and it was like, man, JJ really wants to kick Spider-Man's ass.
Yeah, apparently.
Like, I'll take care of that minutes myself.
You know, we brought it up earlier in Whiplash. He was actually pretty buff in that movie too.
Oh, that's
like you never see him with like his shirt off or anything, but you can just tell like in a shirt, like he's bulky. Yeah, bulky dude. Yeah, J.K. Simmons, man, he's a trick. I actually do think he's an alien. Have you guys seen his Academy Award-winning speech?
Yeah, he was great. Call your moms, of course.
He was just like, and all you beautiful humans.
You are extraordinary human beings, smart, funny, kind.
And like his eyes just have this like piercing blue glow to it. And when he said that, and then after watching Invincible, I'm like, this motherfucker's probably actually an alien.
Beautiful humans?
Bald head. Yeah.
Human. What do you mean humans?
Yeah. I mean, you too.
Yeah, you're human too, right?
You should probably put that in the edit.
Yeah,
Find it.
I'll put it in there. I already got in my head some things I'm going to put in. I'm going to put in that picture for the things.
And of course, the rest of the cast. Stephanie O as she was great.
Yeah, she's really good.
Mark Hamill as
Mark Hamill did a great job.
Who was he?
He was the suit maker.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Mark Hamill's the suit maker.
I can't remember the character's name, but he was the suit maker.
That's crazy. I thought that was for some reason William Dafoe.
Walton Goggins was Cecil.
Oh yeah, he was Cecil. Yeah, he did really good.
I hear William Dafoe because they had that raspy voice.
Yeah, and like the flow of the speech was similar.
That was Mark.
It was Mark Hamill.
Walton Goggins was Cecil Stedman. He was great.
He killed that. I think that was my favorite character, honestly.
He was great.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite character.
And there was also, as Robot, he was Zachary Quinto.
Yes.
Zachary Quinto was great as Robot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Robot to me was my favorite because he had the most like arc. Like besides humanizing arc. Yeah. Besides, of course, the main character.
Yeah, I do feel like he had the biggest change out of all the characters on the show. Like character growth is measured by what you were at the beginning versus who you are at the end.
Yes.
I think he changed the most out of everybody.
Yeah, like literally changed the most.
Literally.
And
physically
and physically. Like when you get the reveal of what he actually looks like, dude,
it's just like Jesus.
Like what the fuck happened to you?
And what I really enjoyed about his character is his motives were always unclear. You never knew like which side he was really on. It's kind of like a dark Jedi. But then at the end, you just realize like, oh, this guy's in pain and he wants to be a human and was he in love with Monster Girl? Was that what that is?
Yeah,
and that's why.
Yeah, he cared about Monster Girl.
Okay, and he
played by Greta Lee. She was awesome. Greta Lee's. She was Grey Griffin. I'm sorry, Grey Griffin. She was great.
Yeah, she was. I enjoyed her character too.
Yeah, she's like a
one of my favorite voice actresses. Grey Griffin. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's a voice acting legend for sure. I gotta agree with that. I know
Ziggy B, or what's her name? Who played Amber?
Zazie Beetz.
Zazie Beetz. Yeah.
You know what? I actually appreciate that because that was a character in the comics who really didn't do shit.
Amber in the comics didn't do much except for be there for Invincible when they were there together. And well, of course, in the comics she was white. Now in the show she's black, which is not that big of a deal.
No big deal.
Not for a minor character.
Exactly.
But she had good moments in the comics, and the show she was great too.
I thought. Yeah, but I liked her character.
Her on the show, they went more into. Who she was as a person. Where before she's kind of like just there. Here she has like a personality or her own story.
But yeah, she applied good pressure to Mark. Right?
Yeah, I agree. I will say this: when I was watching it, though, I was like, "You whole ass bitch! What the fuck? You knew this whole time." So spoiler again.
Oh, this entire show spoiler.
They were saying that in social media. They were like, "You goddamn bitch!" And you still shitting on him?
Right. Like she's friends with fucking what's her name?
Elle or
Eve.
Eve, Adam Eve.
I mean, all my names wrong too.
Right?
That's fine.
Yeah,
just watch.
Didn't you know that Adam Eve was a superhero? Couldn't you put two and two together already? Like, why didn't you say anything?
I think it's just like she's just playing games, which makes sense.
That's what it sounded like.
But it's like how. do you know what this guy has to go through?
Yeah, I know.
That's something I felt was handled better in the comics because
He
there
went
was
to Mars.
She supported him. Yeah.
She supported him, but also she didn't know until in the comics he told her.
Right.
Yeah.
This she knew ahead of time, so now it made her look like a petty bitch.
Because she made it about herself.
Yeah.
She's like, you're a superhero? Do you know how it's going to affect me? Fuck you. I'm saving the world.
Yeah, right?
Cut me some slack, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to make it to dinner. Meet your mom.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, she's still a good character, but that moment, yeah, that can be a.
One thing I do like about that is it is the stereotypical thing for a superhero movie for like the damsel in distress to discover her man is a superhero, and it's just like, oh, what a shock! Like everything's out the window.
Yeah.
The fact she's kind of playing games made that relationship a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, it made it unique.
Yeah. Which that's one thing I was a little afraid of with this show was just like how like basic all the character tropes of a superhero movie the first episode was hitting.
Yeah, it was. It really
was like, I'll give this episode a shot.
Yeah.
And then that shit happens, and it's like, okay.
I was thinking that had to be intentional. That had to be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. See,
Those jokes were flat and dry. Like,
right, of course.
Yeah,
on
that
purpose.
was-
On purpose.
Yeah.
When in doubt, throw it in space. Like, that was funny, but, like, okay, your superheroes make sense.
Yeah, but there was a meme about that where like it shows like a picture of Invincible at the beginning. It's like, oh, it's kind of like like Spider-Man but less depressing. And then the rest of it is just like,
Oh, never mind.
yeah, it's like nothing like that at all. So I do like that they kind of pull pull the rug out from under you, and then I like that the rest of the show still kind of bounce back and forth between both tones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when it talked about him and going to high school and his best friends and whatnot, yeah, it's like, okay, teen show, superhero show.
Yeah.
But then when it looked at everything else, all the other characters, it's like, I don't even know what this is. I've never seen this on any kind of show.
Exactly.
So I like that it was both. It was here on the left side, so it was still relatable, but then they had this other side where it was interesting and different, and that's what I think really made the show.
Well, yeah, because if it, like, after that first episode incident, if the entirety of the show continued on just that note, like that intensity, shock, value, like, at a certain point you gotta let shit breathe. So that the show did a very good job doing that. And keeping things fresh, and when those more shocking moments happen, like when they face Machine Head, or Robot Head, whatever the fuck is it?
It's Machine Head.
Machine Head. Yeah. I love that scene.
Yeah.
It was, the intensity was real.
Yeah.
And I really thought, like, Invincible was gonna die.
Yeah, like blood was exploding from him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, ugh.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, how invincible are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why we're talking about the gore and stuff. Anime people are like, oh, first time?
Seriously, just watch Baki. That shit fucking should tell you.
Blood Sea.
Yeah.
Oh, Blood Sea. Oh, man. Don't even start on
Blood Sea was disgusting.
That was disgusting, but great show nonetheless.
Berserk, Rip Kintaro.
Yeah.
Great.
R.I.P. I need to jump on more anime.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of anime too. I got kind of discouraged on Berserk when I saw the death battle about it and they explained the dude's backstory.
Yeah, it's dark, but
I think if I skip over the backstory, I would enjoy it. But
I'm just saying, it's like, animes. There are so many gory animes compared to American superhero shows, and it's like, oh, they're like first time.
Yeah. I will say this.
Seeing Invincible's body.
Yeah, I was like, but I will say this: I hadn't really seen that from in American cartoons. So it was kind of cool to see from that standpoint.
Yeah. I think they're setting a new height.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Give us more adult, animated shows, because I feel we've been lacking that for a while.
Well, it really is adhere to the younger generation because that's what is the moneymakers right now.
It's a bummer, but don't get me wrong. There has been very good shows for the younger generation, even though I didn't fully watch all of them. Like Steven Universe, I think was great.
Oh, great!
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
I watched the whole thing, and I love it.
But
it's
that's
probably
good.
one of my favorite kids shows.
Right? I just feel like we've been lacking a lot of gritty animated shows meant for older audiences, which we think we desperately need, because those get good too.
Yeah.
Those get really good. Like Invincible. Wow, we got that. We got Dota on Netflix.
That's right.
I didn't see all of it, but the first 3 episodes were really good.
Yeah.
I haven't
watched it yet, but I saw the trailer of it. It looked really good.
We got Castlevania. That's apparently
Castlevania's really good.
We got Avatar: Last Airbender.
Great.
Dude, when Sokka throws that boomerang, you're like, oh, watch out, heads.
And yes, Korra, that's a good show.
Yeah, Korra, yeah.
I love Legends of Korra because
Season 2,
it's
yeah.
very different.
Season 2, yeah, that's the weakest one.
The soundtrack is haunting to me.
Oh,
yeah,
it's not very
I just wish
so good.
if Invincible brings forth more adult generated animated shows, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Yeah, sign me up.
Because I feel we really need those now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope maybe this starts a trend. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I after this, I think it has to. Just because it's so good and everyone's talking
How
about
popular?
it.
How popular it was.
Yeah. And the fact that we get a second season in the same year, that's
true.
I mean, I feel it's all going to be, if we get these adult animated shows, more violent, more adult themed, it's going to be on the streaming services. Because do you really expect Cartoon Network to do this?
Never.
Not even
It's
Adult Swim.
never gonna go on.
Well, Adult Swim maybe,
TV.
but they don't really ask for original content as much as they used to.
Yeah.
I mean, the last original thing they have is Primal, which is good.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
it's actually
I haven't seen it.
that's actually an interesting point. Now we have streaming services, which means creators have more wiggle room to be riskier and ballsier.
Yeah.
You know, because now they're not confined by all these
Restrictions.
restrictions
right.
and networks.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, Netflix is like, hey, make
Netflix.
some fucked up shit.
It's Netflix, you're greenlit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like- Exactly.
Netflix
so-
doesn't care. Amazon Prime don't care.
Yeah.
HBO, yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, HBO. Yeah.
Disney Max, they probably Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney
yeah.
Plus might
Well,
care.
American Disney Plus.
American Disney Plus, yeah, but
Yeah.
Even though
you were telling me,
there's been talk about Disney Plus adding a more rated R section to their thing.
And so, you know what like VPNs are? That is actually our sponsor of this video. VPN. I had
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored at all. We wish. Sponsor us, please. NordVPN, I had it for like a couple months, and in certain countries, Disney Plus actually had like a full-on rated R section, like an adult section, which is like pretty cool. Like
there's like horror movies and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know about shows. I mean, I didn't jump on it that much because it's like I can watch rated R movies anywhere else.
Yeah.
I'm going to Disney Plus for fucking Aladdin, you know?
Yeah, very
Or
Disney.
Pixar movies.
Yeah, right.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah. The movie comes out first thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like, Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars. That's
it.
what you should go for.
Does anybody go there for National Geographics?
I mean, for Shark Week, maybe.
Yeah. Shark Week, dude.
My dad went there for National Geographic, believe it or not. I didn't, but he did.
You know what's crazy? There's like there's almost like a Planet Earth, but Star Wars. Have you guys seen that?
No.
So on the Star Wars section, it's called Star Wars. Starts with a B. But yeah, it's literally like it's so crazy. Like it's just flying through like different scenery, like
That's
different
cool.
planets and stuff, and it has like kind of like peaceful music and stuff. It's like I'm meditating in Star Wars.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
it's funny. When I get the name, I'll show
Only
you.
on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, you guys said you haven't watched Loki, huh?
I have.
You have? Have you?
Yeah.
Okay, I have. I've seen. Yeah, I've seen the.
Do you care about spoilers?
I do.
Okay. So Khalid's gonna leave the podcast.
See you guys.
It's great having you.
Just like puffs. Smoke bomb. Very vaguely.
Yeah, we can do a non-spoiler.
Yeah, non-spoiler. What are you guys thinking about it so far?
So I know the first 2 episodes are out, and for me, it was a little bit of mind trip.
Yeah. As it should be.
Yeah.
I expected this.
Oh, is the second episode out already?
Yeah, every Wednesday.
Oh,
Oh, it's Wednesday. I thought it was.
it's Wednesdays now.
I
Yeah.
watched the first episode on Friday, so that's why I thought it was Fridays.
Oh, so it's a good thing we're doing a non-spoiler review.
Yeah.
Because that would have the first thing I was going to start off with was the big spoiler of the second.
Yes.
I would have started.
Yeah,
with
so I haven't seen the second episode.
Yeah,
yet.
you'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah, and it was rumored that this thing would happen.
I think we talked about. I
Yes.
think this is what's gonna happen, and it did.
It did, and it's
Yeah.
like sweet. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
the
what-
show's not misleading us.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
what I wanted. They did a good job with it,
Dope.
and I'm really curious to see what they do with it in the future episodes.
Yeah, the first episode after I watched it, I was like, okay, like, you know, cool, another Marvel show, nothing too special. And then after the second episode, I'm like really into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I was kind of the opposite with that. The first episode, I felt like this is the first time at least in my opinion, that we see somebody like Loki completely like helpless.
Yeah.
You know, where even when he loses, he has some sort of control.
Mm-hmm.
But here it's kind of like, man, what can you do in this scenario?
Right. Well, yeah, and it also it almost shows that everything with Thanos, for a specific reason, I won't say why, but like almost that like doesn't really matter. Because certain things just are not as like the big powerful guy.
It's what I expected.
Yeah,
there's always like a bigger picture.
And this one is you know just kind of shit on the whole thing. It's like, all right, so how are we gonna get bigger than half the universe being wiped out? You know?
And then they found a way to do it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, it makes you think like, wow, so
They
much
found a
is
way
so
to do it.
minuscule.
Really, because my whole thing about the MCU was after Endgame, I'm thinking I'm not really excited to see much of anything after.
I was the same way.
It's like, how can they get better than this?
And
And I think Endgame, my opinion, Endgame is the best MCU movie next to Infinity War. And it's like, after this, like, how? And then now you're saying, you know, it got bigger. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
it is even
Loki
bigger.
expands. It's great.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like the other two shows, Scarlet Witch and what was it, WandaVision? Okay, that kind of it was a little mind trip, but it's more like an extension of like afterwards, like you could tell the scale was cool, but you could tell the scales weren't as big as Infinity War.
The stakes,
it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Same with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah, important events happened, but the stakes weren't nearly as high. And then Loki comes out, and it's like, what the fuck?
Well, with all the MCU shows coming out, you got WandaVision, you had Falcon and Soldier, you got Loki. I'll get on all of those. Don't worry, I'll watch them all because I know I'm late.
You can binge 2 of them already.
But it's just all these shows plus the ones coming out later down the road. It's like, damn, what are they gonna do? It's all this stuff plus
well, we have
movies coming out, the the Disney Plus shows, like. We're not going to be short of anything MCU related, are we?
So far we haven't, and I'm loving it, dude. Because it's good. It makes you overwhelming now because you haven't seen them yet, so it's like 3 shows I got to catch up on.
Yeah.
But like when you're watching it week by week, it's basically you get an hour of Marvel content
every week. And it's quality.
Yeah, it's great quality, and when you look at it that way, it's never like not satisfying.
Yeah.
It's always been like, wow, I was happy I saw that.
Yeah, and it's like you said on the streaming services and everything. It's giving people way more like flexibility, and they're creating these stories that are so expanded and so thought through.
Yeah,
and the networks are just like, we don't support a full hour of this, and the streaming service is just like, give us a movie, we don't care.
If you give us views, we'll give you whatever you want. We'll give you the freedom.
Like 55-minute episodes, dude. And I love every moment of it.
Plus, I'm glad to hear that they're good because that's the one thing I was afraid of. Because my thing about the MCU, they only got a handful of fantastic films, and a handful of great films, and the rest are just whatever to me.
And like they've already set their bar, and it's like, how do
their bar is honestly not the highest. As long as they get the money, it's entertaining. They're cool with it, but to me. The best movies, like I said, Endgame, Infinity War, also Winter Soldier, Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Iron Man 1.
One of my favorites.
I said Civil War, absolutely. That's one of my favorites until Infinity War. Civil War was my favorite until Infinity War and Endgame. Like those 6 I just mentioned, those are like the absolute pinnacle of best MCU. Then you got your great films. You got your Black Panther, that was great. Spider-Man Far From Home was great.
Great.
Avengers 1 and 2 I thought were great.
I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan of the second Avengers. Honestly.
And I see why 2 wasn't as
First
good
one's awesome.
As I feel like 2 took a lot of risks that didn't need to be taken. For example, like Black Widow and the Hulk being in a relationship, I was kind of like, what?
Why?
Quicksilver being killed over copyright issues. You know, that hurt.
That was
that hurt.
But I still thought it was overall was a great film.
Okay,
I liked Ultron, but I just feel like they didn't do enough with like his potential, because I like when we've talked about Ultron before, like how bad of a villain he is. Like what a baddie he is. In the movie, I felt like it was too easy.
Oh, like they killed him too quickly.
In the comics, he's a way more deadly villain. In fact, the fact that he's emotionless makes him more terrifying.
Where here they made him
he was a comedian.
Yeah, they gave him
Yeah.
a character.
Yeah.
You know, and I always felt that. Who's the guy who played him? Was it
James
Spader.
James Spader. Yeah, I was.
Great job.
He did a great job, but I did feel that he was overqualified. I felt that he was too good of an actor to play a character like Ultron. I think Joe Schmo could have played Ultron.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think one of my neighbors could have played
Let's see,
Ultron.
We could have played Ultron.
Yeah.
I could have played.
Black Panther,
Yeah.
Ultron.
Spider-Man, Far From
Yeah,
Home.
so that's how I felt about that movie. But I still enjoyed it, and even though they killed him quickly, it was on like a big scale. Like he did destroy like an entire country almost.
And that did have impacts with the characters for the rest of the
For the rest of the MCU series.
Yeah.
So
And I like that it took more than just the 6 Avengers to destroy him.
Yeah.
It took the original 6, but also took Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver. That's my dad, y'all. And Vision had to help destroy. And then War Machine and
phones.
That's right.
I've checked my phone like twice in this episode.
God damn it, guys.
I'd say overall that was a great movie, as well as Thor Ragnarok. I thought was great.
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok.
I think it's the funniest one.
No, that's
It was-
because
yeah.
it was funny, and they tried to be funny, and they succeeded in it.
Yeah.
It was the one time where I saw
It's like a creepy circle or a creepy circle tunnel. Was he?
Yeah.
That rock dude.
With those,
Cork,
yeah.
those to me are like the great movies in MCU. Everything I didn't mention is just whatever to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of like yeah. I guess they needed to happen just so there's explanation for say a thing that happens in the great movies. But yeah.
I thought the Ant-Men were meh.
Yeah, the Ant-Man were whatever to me.
No,
I was entertained, but
I was
yeah.
entertained.
Yeah.
Irritated.
But again, it wasn't like life-changing.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, Michael Pena's character was annoying me so much.
Oh, dude, but I love like his explanations.
Yeah.
Yeah, the explanations were funny.
I
But
thought those were fun. Yeah.
But I do see what you're saying. I see both sides. Like, yeah, it was silly fun, but yeah, it felt like it was too much. You know, I
Too on the nose.
I do see that.
Those two weren't that great. They were okay to me. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, Captain Marvel, the character was boring.
Oh, the character itself. I'll give you
And
Yeah.
so emotionless.
Yeah.
Carol Danvers is not emotionless.
Yeah, that's
Carol
right.
Danvers is a great character in the comics, and
Yeah, I love her.
it's like I feel it's probably going to be a little bit deep, but I feel like they're trying to make her such a strong, empowering woman. They forgot to give her character.
Yeah,
Right.
seriously.
Like strong and empowering doesn't automatically make you a good character.
Yeah, and also too strong and empowering doesn't even necessarily mean just deadpan. I'm scared of nothing.
No.
Sometimes strong and empowering means I'm
You
scared.
have flaws.
Yeah, I have
That's
flaws.
literally
Yes, I'm scared.
That's literally the whole point of like Captain America.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
he was like the small, frail dude, but his spirit, his character was strong and
That's what
brave.
makes him so great character. That's
Yeah.
Iron Man.
That's great.
Black Panther was a great
I'll
character.
say Iron Man had plenty of flaws. You know, he had like you saw
Yeah.
aspects of his drinking problem.
Yeah.
He's kind of an asshole to people.
Honestly, I think they should have delved more into his alcoholism because in the
Yeah.
comics that was his biggest enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was a raging alcoholic
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah, that might hit a little too close to home to Robert Downey Jr. But that's why I think
Right, yeah.
that's why I think he was the perfect choice to play this character.
Yeah.
because he.
Robert went through shit.
Yeah, they had the same problem. You know, Iron Man was alcohol, his was drugs, but they had the same struggle. So
Yeah.
I could totally see how he could relate to that character.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that you got to give character flaws to make us relate to them or make us see how they are as characters.
Yeah,
If you just make her emotionless, deadpan, and she just this that's her emotion.
Yeah.
And then she just
Sarcasm.
sarcastic. It doesn't make me like her, and she's supposed to be the strongest hero. No.
Yeah, she's not even the strongest in the comics.
In the comics, no. Iron Man whoop her ass easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Even though she's an awesome character. Carol Danvers is an awesome character.
for the longest time, she was actually like my favorite female Marvel character for the longest.
Even now, she's in the comics. She's great. But
She's in the comics,
in the movies, they did her.
Is that? Sorry, Brie Larson, but is that because of Brie Larson?
I wouldn't say that.
No,
I think she's cute. I think she's a good actress.
Brie Larson's
beautiful.
Yeah,
We've
I know.
seen her
I
act.
don't know why I said cute. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I just want to.
Just throw that out there.
Sexist male, you.
I just want to throw it out there. You're beautiful. You're
Yeah, you're
gorgeous. I just
beautiful,
wanted to
man.
point that out.
No,
That has
Brie
nothing to do with the topic.
Brie Larson's great. We've seen her act before. She won an Academy Award.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
great.
It's just this
It's just
role.
the direction. The direction
The
they gave
direction
her.
wasn't good, and probably the writing didn't give her much to go off of either, too.
Yeah, so
Probably read it in such a monotone way that she thought the character was a monotone character.
Yeah, it did her a disservice.
Yeah.
if anything.
Yeah.
It did her, yeah.
I almost got the feeling, I could be wrong here, but because like the amount of attention and weight and the star-studded cast that Marvel brings. Brie Larson was obviously sort of like the last one to the party, so to speak. So I almost feel like she felt as if she had too big of shoes to fill, and maybe was kind of like in her own head, and trying to explore her creativity that got her an Academy Award. It's like she was like the last one at the party, and now she's just kind of standing in the corner, not knowing how to communicate to people.
I can see that.
I'll admit one thing: the best part of the movie to me was the train scene. When she's hunting the Skrull on the train.
Oh yeah,
that was a fun scene.
That's cool.
Overall, the movie to me was boring, and what they did with Nick Fury's eye was the
cat.
That was the stupidest thing they ever did.
Weird.
So now in
did it like in the comic?
On the
no, in the comics,
It was an explosion.
It was an explosion. He threw a grenade, but it exploded before it could get to a distance.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But it was just that was better. I mean, have them throw a grenade at an innocent Skrull family, and he
that'd have been cool.
Tosses it away, but it explodes in space. That would have been better than a cat scratching an eye. And in Winter Soldier, when he says a friend betrayed him, is the cat the friend?
Yeah, right.
They forget about that.
Yeah,
right.
I know. So that was weird.
It's like they tried to rewrite that history in that one line.
Seriously,
that's true. I do feel again, because we were talking about how dull Captain Marvel was as a character, but I do want to point out, and I forgot his name. Was it Talon? The Skrull who was played by Krennic.
I think his name was Talon or something.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Remember the actor who played Krennic in Rogue One?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He played a Skrull in.
Krennic is the He was the bad guy, right?
Yeah, he was the one who was mad at Tarkin for taking all the credit for his.
Which I love that actor.
Yeah.
So good. Everything. I'm always just like,
you're believable.
He just brings me in.
Yeah.
Like
I felt he did that in Captain Marvel as well. I think Nick Fury and Talon, in my point of view, made that movie not shit.
Digestible.
Right.
Yeah. That's why,
which I guess would make it shit because you digest it.
Yeah, but because you said the movie was bad because it was boring, I think those two, for me, saved it from being boring. It at least made it interesting.
And also, the virtue signaling was way too obvious.
Oh, I'm just a girl. And to me, I'm a girl, and a girl's hard to be a girl.
And then she's like, I get back up, and okay, you get back up every time.
Yeah.
They get knocked down.
Yeah, so that's.
And the funniest part, this is not even their worst movie. No, to me, it's just whatever. I honestly think the MCU's
worst movie
is either Iron Man 2 or
Thor 2.
Thor 2 was a little better. Or maybe
Dark World. I just don't even remember that.
I'm just gonna say probably Iron Man 2 is the worst.
All I remember is the Ice Giant War, and that was it.
Frost Giant?
Frost Giant,
the first one? The Frost Giants were the first one.
Was that the first one? See, I don't even remember the second one.
Second one was Malekith.
Yeah,
that's right.
The second one was the Dark Elves. Malekith and the Dark Elves.
Portal.
Yeah.
Third one was, Planet Hulk.
Yeah. Basically,
and the sister. The bad bitch.
Oh, you mean
Hela.
Hela.
Yeah.
She was great villain.
She was great.
Cool.
Yeah. I will say this. I think.
I love that actress too.
Yeah. Oh,
Kate
Blanchett.
Dude, she was a fox in that movie.
Yeah, she was fire.
Because there's some movies where I'm just like, she's always like beautiful and has sort of like a.
She was beautiful in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but it's like that's a beautiful. Like this is the first time I saw her, and I'm like, I kind of want to smash right now.
Yeah, I was like, that's
a giant molten demon.
Yeah.
You must be my slave. Okay.
Hand me up, mama.
She turned around this one.
Yeah.
A little spanking.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. In Lord of the Rings, you'd want to buy her dinner. But but
hold her hand and walk by the river.
Exactly.
And show her how beautiful she is on the moonlight.
Yeah.
Here she's like, I will show you.
Yeah, I'll show you my moonlight. Yeah. I feel like the one from Thor would be like, you want to take her to Purple Onion. That's how I feel about that one.
Yeah, just me personally, the MCU movie, Iron Man 2 to me is the weakest.
The worst.
Yeah,
weakest.
To me, I might get.
That was the one with Mickey Rourke, right?
Yes, Whiplash. Should have been Crimson Dynamo, but
they kind of combined the two characters,
which was dumb because Crimson Dynamo's way better.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. I feel like they could have kept them two separate characters.
What
was your least favorite?
For me, it's a tie between either
Ant-Man.
I would say the first Ant-Man or the Incredible Hulk.
That is technically part of the
It is an MCU movie.
Yeah.
Even though everyone, including Edward Norton, wants to forget about it.
Yeah, seriously.
I think those would probably be the two weakest ones to me.
Yeah.
For different reasons, but I feel like the first Ant-Man movie, even though I like Scott Lang as a character, I felt that Hank Pym is too important of a character to be sidelined the way that he
Absolutely.
did.
I agree with that.
Same with his wife, Janet Van Dyne. She really got sidelined more than anybody.
In the comic, she made the name, Avengers.
Yeah, in the comics, she was the one who named the Avengers.
Whoa.
Yeah, nobody would know that in these movies because she's not even fucking in them.
Yeah, and the character Hank is the guy that made the suit, right?
Yeah, that's Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
He made the suit, he made the Pym particles that make him small and grow, and he even made Ultron.
Yeah, in the comics, he made Ultron, not Iron Man.
That's why he felt it was his responsibility to get rid of him.
Yeah, so there's a lot of important things that happened to him in the comics and his importance to the MCU, or to Marvel as a whole, that in the MCU, they just skip all over that, and he's very insignificant in it, and I think that just wasn't fair to the character.
Ant-Man was...
Yeah, so that's why I didn't care for that movie.
But yeah, just...
What was your least favorite? We're having
Yeah, why not? Yeah, at least favorite Marvel movie.
Best
MCU though.
Yeah, MCU.
MCU.
Because we could say Daredevil or Elektra right off the bat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Ghost Rider. Yeah, I go right to Ghost Rider. Yeah.
So
it's fire.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the newest Fantastic Four is
Oh, that's the worst one.
Oh,
pretty
that's
fucking bad.
That's the worst
Yeah, I had to agree with that, honestly.
That's the worst.
So out of all Marvel that, but out of MCU,
Yeah.
MCU.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say the Ant-Man movies, because for me, like, I was entertained, but mostly because like I didn't really know much about Ant-Man to begin with going into it. I never read the comics. I just knew he was a hero, and that was it. I never knew why he became a hero, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was watching it, I was like learning for the first time. So okay, this is who Ant-Man is. But I was like, this isn't a good hero story.
Right.
This is just a story of an average dude who's going through life trying to pick up pieces of his life, and then he just gets thrown into this superhero life.
Yeah, and in a way, he almost wasn't even a superhero. He
No.
was just kind of looking out for himself and
Exactly,
like, his family or whatever.
Yeah,
but
He was a thief.
Yeah.
He wasn't like saving the world. He was just kind of. It was more like a guy with superpowers, not a guy who's being a superhero with the powers. So I feel you there.
I feel you. Oh, but one quick note, I forgot to mention in the my great category, Captain America 1 is also one of that too.
Yeah, actually,
That's great.
Oh, the first, yeah.
The first one was great.
Oh yeah.
The sequels were masterpieces.
Yeah, we're like top tier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, I feel you there. You mentioned Iron Man 2, and I remember you guys say you don't like Thor 2. For some reason, I really like those two movies, but I think for different reasons. If people who don't like Iron Man 2 don't like it for like it wasn't as much story development or character development, which is fair. But I liked it in that it introduced, in my opinion, that's the movie that introduced the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because one,
that really got it going.
Yeah, because one, the first movie was really just about Iron Man.
Yeah.
But the second movie, we get Nick Fury now, who's the one who's forms the entire Avengers and whatnot. We get Black Widow, who's in the future going to be an Avenger. We get War Machine, who in the future becomes an Avenger.
Right.
And then we also get what else do we get? I think that's what
Did Thor come out before Iron Man 2?
No.
No,
In fact, the end credit scene after when Iron Man 2 was over, when the credits roll, you see Thor's hammer.
Yeah,
that's
And
it
then
was
he
Iron
comes out on
Man.
the phone. He's like, "Sir, we found it."
It was Iron Man,
That's
Incredible
right.
Hulk, Iron Man 2, then Thor.
Then
Yeah.
Captain America. Yeah.
They got American
Then
Avengers.
Avengers. Yeah. And I know a lot of people, well, myself included, I kind of hope they did Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, then Avengers, but they did Iron Man 2, then Captain America, Thor, and Avengers. But I'm okay with it because everybody loved the characters anyways, so I got what I wanted.
Well, I think Iron Man honestly could have been just a way to earn money for the rest of the
That's what I was thinking. It's like they had to come out with the second one because they're like, we don't know how we're gonna pull
That's
this off.
fair,
Like,
yeah.
We're still finding actors.
Yeah.
Iron
We want to
Man
make this whole universe, but we only have this one movie.
Yeah.
That's fair. And my understanding is when they made the first Iron Man movie, that was like a tester. Because they wanted to build a universe, but they weren't sure if they were going to do it.
How successful it was gonna be.
Exactly.
But Iron Man was
Iron Man.
huge.
Thankfully, it was also great.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
It was fantastic.
And it was actually still my favorite version of the suit. My favorite.
Yeah!
I like the clunky,
Yeah.
real metal.
Because it feels like armor.
Yeah.
Or the other one feels like what do they call it?
Skin tight.
I would say Under Armour.
Under Armour.
Yeah. The new ones feel like,
and it's just magic, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm all down with it. Like I know this is a superhero movie. I'm not going to get mad about the logistics of the science.
Yeah.
But one thing I really liked about the first Iron Man is when like he used his gadgets, his like kills, if they were kills, like felt earned. Like his little shoulder missiles. It's like do and like the little sound effects.
Yeah.
Like I was like, dude, Iron Man's badass.
Yeah, like he did that shit. He made that shit.
Yeah, you know. But at you know by the end of it, the nanotech thing, it's cool.
But also
yeah, but it made it look like he could do anything whenever he wants.
Yeah, it's a cop out. Yeah, it's a
I
cop out.
remember the scene in the first one where he saves that family, he just plans.
Yeah.
Then suddenly he punches him. I remember when I lost my shit.
Oh yeah.
I thought it just gave like Iron Man just like it did so much service to the character.
Yeah.
I was like, this is how you do a superhero movie.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Take notes, everybody else.
That's for sure.
I love the villain too, Jeff Bridges.
Oh yeah.
Obadiah's name? Yeah.
Ironmonger.
Ironmonger.
Yeah.
That was...
He was actually a good villain.
He killed that.
Yeah.
Because
no, his acting skills.
also the thing about the MCU, their villains are trash, except for like
A lot of them,
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Alright, the most trash villains. Let's go.
Malekith.
Malekith, which one was that?
Yeah.
Thor 2.
Yeah, Thor 2.
See, I don't remember Thor 2.
That's probably why. That's one of the biggest when I say he's trash. I forgot about him for a while too. Like
Fuck him.
I was like, who the hell is Thor, villain from Thor 2?
Yeah, Malekith.
Yeah.
Then years later, Malekith.
Dude,
Yeah.
Thor 2 was so forgettable. I forgot to play Thor.
But yeah, me,
I forgot.
it's Malekith. For me, it's Malekith.
I think I have to say Malekith as well, because I was a fan of Malekith in the comics, and he's very, like, eccentric. He's very, like, big smile. I'm gonna
I'll
take you
kill
all.
all the Asgard will be mine.
Yeah.
Mine, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here he's like,
I am Malek. Actually, I don't know what he's like.
I'm going to
Because it's forgettable.
I'm going to make everything dark, like my home world, because my home world is dark.
That's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
Dark World.
Yeah.
Writers,
So
you're
yeah,
killing
me, it's Malekith.
Yeah, I'm with you on Malekith.
Malekith.
That's why the movie, I think Thor 2 is bad in everyone else's eyes, is because Malekith. I
Yeah,
think if Malekith was
yeah.
a good villain, people would like the movie.
Yeah.
But
Most trash villain is easily Thanos. What a scrub.
you gonna get us all killed.
Those movies suck. Awful character development.
Oh man.
No, obviously, I think we can all agree Thanos is the best villain.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just
yeah.
because the Infinity War felt like he was the hero in a way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
his madness made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the main. He had the most screen time out of everybody in that movie.
Yeah,
so,
dude.
Yeah, you
It was his
understood where he's
movie.
coming from.
Those are-
And it's really good that he was that good because there are so many movies building up to his moment.
and if he was lackluster.
And if they pulled a Malekith or a Yellow Jacket,
Yeah. Oh, Yellow Jacket. I might give you Yellow Jacket's the worst one.
I was gonna say.
Yellow
Honestly,
Jacket.
I was gonna say
They
Yellow
call him
Jacket.
Malekith.
It's the first.
Yeah.
Oh,
First
okay.
Ant-Man, yeah.
Malekith or a Yellow Jacket
Yeah.
or another trash villain like shoot, there's so many.
Yeah.
But Yellow Jacket was the worst in my opinion. I
Yeah,
forgot.
no,
about
Oh, the
Yeah, I
villain
was
from
gonna
Doctor
say-
Strange.
Yeah, it was the dude.
with the fucked up eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was more because he wasn't such a like serious villain, you know.
because he was calling upon a greater threat.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah, so if they did that with Thanos, it would have ruined the whole movie.
Yeah.
But because of the build-up and how good he was, they made the movie.
Yeah.
It transcended our expectations.
And how accurate the like makeup and everything was to like look like Thanos.
And-
Like
And
honestly, I wasn't a huge.
Oh, thanks.
I wasn't a huge fan of Ego in Guardians 2.
oh, really? I thought it was great.
I don't know, like the fact like he was a planet, and it's like how do you beat a planet? If you know, like if you don't have like an Infinity Stone or whatever, like I don't know, like the battle scene just didn't make sense to me.
I see what you're
I
saying.
know I said like 5 minutes ago, it's like I know it's Marvel, I know it's superhero, I won't get into logistics of that, and I'm going back on my word now. But that part, like I don't know, I wasn't. He's not my least favorite villain,
Right.
but that was just one that came up where I was like, I actually wasn't a huge fan of it.
Well, to be fair, I mean,
I'll be right back. I have to blow my nose.
I saw
Keep
that.
talking. Keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah, you saw it, huh?
Yeah.
well, to be fair, I was going to say that.
to
To be fair,
To be fair.
I was gonna say that. Ego. Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. He is a planet, so it's like, how do you defeat a planet with all this stuff? But as a villain himself, he actually held my interest, and I thought he was entertaining. That was like something I
was entertained by it for sure.
That was something I needed after a whole slew of boring, underdeveloped villains.
Yeah.
And thankfully, we got 6 all-time greats. For like 2 months, Killmonger was the best villain until Thanos.
Yeah.
Loki was great until like Thor 2.
Yeah, but see, Loki could be a villain or a hero at the same time, because it's like he's just all over the place.
He was great.
Yeah.
But when he was villain, he was great. Hela was great.
Hela was a great.
Winter Soldier was awesome.
I was surprised because there's not much. Like, they don't really do much in the comics with Hela, right?
Not really.
Yeah, so like the fact that they made Hela such a realized character in this one single movie, it was such a great job. Well done.
Well, yeah, and what I like too is she wasn't the only villain.
No, she was just a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, because like we had to deal with the dudes on Ragnarok, like fucking. Oh my god, why am I? He's so popular and funny. Goldberg. Why am I blanking on his name? The bad guy at Ragnarok.
Oh, the villain Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Which one? He's
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, his character.
Yeah. God, dude, that was scary. You don't forget Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, you don't forget Jeff Goldblum, but you forget the character name.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum's character was awesome.
Yeah. No, he nailed that role.
So, but thankfully, we had a great villain, even though it was like one of the only 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm. That was in the same movie, right?
Jeff Goldblum and Thor Ragnarok, yes.
Yeah. And
we're talking about Ego and them.
No, I'm talking about Hela.
Hela was Thor Ragnarok, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
She was the main villain, but Goldblum as a villain was as an asshole.
Yeah. Which is hilarious.
I know, they're both, I keep starting to mix up Ragnarok and Guardians 2, because they're both out of space. But but even though I did not like Guardians 2 that much, because the comedy was getting on my nerves.
It was like forced.
Yeah, it was forced because the first one was so funny naturally. They wanted to recreate that, and they forced it, and it just kind of rubbed me wrong.
Honestly,
I don't like it too much.
I'm probably going to get a lot of hate because I know how popular it is. Baby Groot was pointless.
That was to sell toys.
And also
that was just to sell toys.
In the beginning of the movie, when they were fighting that big monster, I was like, I want to see the fight. Why are you watching Baby Groot dance? And it's like, they might have had a friggin' price tag saying in stores now.
Exactly.
My mom has a Baby Groot, and I bought it for her birthday.
Capitalism on twins.
She wanted one, and I got it for her, and she loved it, and she still has it. So it worked.
Baby Grogu's better.
I was just gonna say.
My mom has a Baby Grogu too, which I also bought for her on a different birthday.
You know why Baby Grogu is better? He's developed and he does shit.
Yeah.
He uses the force. He chokes people.
Baby Groot, all he did was that one scene with him roaring, and he just danced. That was it.
Yeah.
I was like, I did not like that movie that much, and I was so happy in Infinity War when the Guardians came back. They were much better. Like, okay, you guys are great.
They were great.
They kind of streaks back.
Even though it's funny, this MCU great heroes, but they nerf some. They've nerfed a lot of them.
They nerfed Thor bad in all the movies
Yeah.
except Endgame. I'm sorry, Infinity War. Infinity War, they.
Well, they nerfed him with that scene where he took the force of a dying star.
Yeah.
It was like, and then it was like, in the comics, he take it on and said, "'Twas a minor inconvenience."
Yeah. But even then, I feel like it wasn't that nerfed.
Just a flesh wound.
Yeah, because he still absorbed the impact of a star and lived.
Yeah.
So
But he had to get Stormbreaker to heal him.
Yeah, that's
But when he came back with that scene, "Bring me Thanos," everyone lost their goddamn mind.
Yeah, I think they nerfed Thor even harder. Like in the Avengers movie when he was in that prison that Loki was in. Yeah,
he was in there. Didn't break it out.
Yeah, he was like, wait a minute, is what should have happened.
Yeah,
but instead
she was just like massive lightning storm. Okay, I'm out.
That's what should have happened. And then they dropped him. He's like, he should have just.
He can take on the Hulk, but he can't break out of that prison.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's been spending too much time on Midgard.
Yeah. So I think they nerfed him there, but also understandable too, because it'd have been too quick of a movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And same with I think another one too is Vision in Infinity War. I think that's the biggest nerf I've ever seen.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's way more powerful than that.
That's a guy who just came up to Thanos and then show him his heart.
Yeah.
And the movie be over.
Yeah.
But the whole time he's just talking and stabbed in the back. You know? They had to kill him first.
I feel so bad for Vision. Like, not even that movie, but just
in general.
In general, in MCU, Vision is the most fucked over character.
Yeah, but
I
it's
felt-
like,
I felt really
he's
bad.
like one of the badass, like...
I felt really bad for him in Infinity War because Scarlet Witch killed him, and then Thanos said, "Nope."
Double tap.
You gotta do it over.
He's like, "Oh shit, you go again."
I was gonna say something about WandaVision, but yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I will get on that show as soon as possible.
Oh,
Do it.
They're great. It's not like where the movies are kind of like hit or miss. They're all their shows have all been great.
Yeah, it's
The shows
consistent.
are all
Yeah, it's
great.
consistent.
And they're all unique. They're great in their own way.
Yeah.
So overall, are you guys like looking forward to what the MCU has in store to the future?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Especially with television, because I was a little concerned at first. I remember when they
You mean WandaVision?
No, television.
Just television.
Oh, just you're talking about television. Okay.
Yeah, as opposed to like the movies. I mean, the shows. The reason I say the shows because before WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, Loki, all the Marvel shows were kind of spread out on different streaming services. Like Netflix had like 5 shows from Marvel. Hulu had like 2 shows from Marvel. 3 actually, if you count Inhumans.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone forgot about that.
I forgot about that one. There was even a show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on TV. So they had different Marvel shows, multiple ones.
Yeah, CW.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was popular at first, but then once the
Yeah.
MCU kept going, they just
Yeah,
Just
it's
die.
mostly because they're like, oh, there's better shit out there? Okay.
And also, like,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I guess it got harder for the tie-in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. into
Yeah.
That's what happened. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just forgot that they were in the MCU.
Yeah.
Like literally Thanos is snapping his fingers, half the universe is being destroyed, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just, like, it never happened.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think that made a lot of people go, well, what the fuck am I watching this
Right,
for?
yeah.
The whole sell was that it's in the same universe.
Yeah.
So what
it's
you're
all
saying,
canon,
what you're
yeah.
saying, what's great now, what Marvel brings to the table is everything's connected.
Yes, 2 things. 1, everything's connected. 2, everything's great. Because the other shows were hit and miss. Daredevil was great, but Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Luke Cage was great.
Luke Cage was great.
Green Arrow was cool.
Well, that's
Arrow?
That's
DC, yeah.
See?
Yeah, that's okay.
The
That's
one
okay.
non-nerd here.
Punisher was great.
I know
really
the
good.
one non-nerd. What are you gonna do? Get some pussy? But no, but like Punisher was great, but
We don't see this
Punisher was great, but Inhumans was, you know, you said Luke Cage was great.
The
but
Flash was cool.
You did that for he knew Flash was DC. That's why he said he knew. But Luke Cage was great, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. became lackluster towards the end.
I love Ryan
More
Reynolds
good
as
at the beginning.
Green Lantern.
So I said all that to say that.
I can't stop that.
we did. But because the shows were hit and miss, by Disney erasing all those shows and then starting from scratch with their own shows, there's not as many shows, and our beloved shows aren't there anymore from the other streaming services, but the shows that they have now, they haven't let us down. They haven't let us down
Not
yet.
at all.
So I can't complain about
And
that.
story-wise, it's like they're setting up something that is not clear. You know? Like
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yes. Like you feel the connection. You feel like the shows are all leading to something, but we have no idea what it is yet.
Well,
Yeah, even if you read the comics, you don't know.
Yeah, like the nerdiest of nerds are trying to scramble up the pieces, like screen crush and stuff.
Yeah.
And like it's all theories.
Yeah, it's Arnim Zola. Nope. It's Mephisto. It's Mephisto. Nope.
Feel bad about that.
We really thought it was going to be
well, I'm glad to hear that you guys are looking forward to it because I hope these stay good throughout the rest of the series.
Yeah.
Plus the new MCU movies come up. Like they better get Fantastic Four now.
Yeah,
Please.
you're right.
Please.
Right. Yeah.
You know what sucks about that movie, besides basically everything, is the first half of it is actually not that bad to the point where I like the actors playing those roles.
Right.
And it's like I bought it.
And you can see him.
I can see him, yeah. But I really liked the way the CG looked with Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
But then you never get to really see it again. And the final battle, dude, so bad. it looks terrible.
Yeah.
It was super rushed.
Dr. Doom looked like one of those crash dummies.
Yeah.
Just, it was
So
like
bad.
they literally put together the cheapest costume for him and sent him out there.
And it's
So please make it good.
Yeah.
I have to say this. It was so bad I didn't watch it. It was so bad. I was like, I refuse to watch this.
You did yourself
and I
a
still
favor.
haven't seen it.
You did
No,
yourself.
you-
And everybody told me I did the right thing. And
Yeah, you don't need to see it. You
Well,
really don't
so
need
did
to see it.
a lot of people didn't see it, and we flopped.
Yeah.
So
Please
I
make
think
the
they
new
did it right.
Fantastic Four good, and if you're going to do X-Men, please make that good.
Yes.
We need a good X-Men.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do not give us another fucking Origins.
Oh, X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah. Do not give us one of those. Fuck that.
One character I did like, but I don't think they did it right, but I would love to see more of this character, is Gambit.
Gambit. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Gambit's
I agree.
cool as shit.
I would love
Yeah.
to see more Gambit. I do think
He should have his own like TV show or something.
I know
Right.
they were trying to get what's his name? They were
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum was trying to make a Gambit movie and have him star as Gambit.
That'd be rad.
So Gambit in the comics is
I
from
can kind
Louisiana.
of see Channing Tatum as Gambit.
I liked Taylor
Taylor
Taylor Kitsch.
Kirsch or something.
Kirsch.
Yeah.
He played John.
Yeah.
What the fuck, John?
John Walker.
John
Carter.
Carter.
John Carter. Yeah.
Carter.
Yeah.
That's John Carter, the movie.
I said John
So many
Wayne.
Johns.
Yeah,
So many Johns.
A lot of Johns.
John.
So we're all looking forward to
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah. I will say this though, because you mentioned Gambit. I do feel that Taylor Kitsch like had the look and the build, but in the comics, Gambit is Louisiana countrified Cajun boy.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't sound like Taylor Kitsch just sound like a like a badass.
Yeah, just
Which-
sounded cool.
Which is cool. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm Gambit, and I'm here for you.
Look at my
I feel
hat.
card. Look at my hat. Yeah. Where in the comics, Gambit is. Come on, Shay, I'm gonna go down and give me my scripts and put some Creole seasoning on top of my gumbo, my jambalaya. You know?
Cajun Cons here, mon chef.
Yeah, exactly. That's Gambit.
I
And
just like magician-like characters.
yeah,
you know, like,
he is.
but it's like he's not because he's more of a gambler.
That's true, yeah.
Gambit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I like the purple energy
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, and he has like a staff there. I just think he looks cool.
Fun fact, he was clearly the inspiration to Explode. In
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, with the shoop, shoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But
Probably my least favorite character in Invincible.
He's such an
Rex.
asshole.
Yeah, and I thought like he grew on me as the series went on, but in the beginning I just thought it was a little forced.
yeah, like he's too much of an asshole.
Yeah, too much.
Like, nobody's like this.
I'm just saying that Gambit was clearly the inspiration for.
I do agree. Yeah, the fact that Gambit throws cards and they explode.
Well,
He throws stuff. And
that's Gambit. He's awesome. Everyone loves Gambit. I've not met one person who says I hate Gambit.
That's right.
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah, but
Even though he's not my favorite, like my fourth favorite.
Right.
My favorite
X-Men.
X-Men is Beast.
Oh,
Beast.
yeah,
Yeah.
Beast is cool.
Dr. Henry McCoy.
yeah,
He's my favorite X-Men.
He's got the strength, but he's also got the intelligence, but he's also
Yeah.
got the speed, but he's also got the
Likability.
agility and likability. He's
Yeah.
he's probably the most likable person.
I mean,
there.
well, him and Nightcrawler and Rogue. And,
Yeah. Nightcrawler's my favorite.
I was gonna say
Nightcrawler's my
But yeah, I was gonna say, Wolverine.
That's the
Everyone
obvious
loves
choice,
Wolverine,
yeah.
but
Everybody loves Wolverine.
me, Beast.
Beast.
Hank McCoy.
Yeah, I gotta say this about Gambit though. With Channing Tatum, even though he's from Texas, he is Cajun. He's Creole, like ethnically.
Okay.
Yeah, which I didn't know that. So I think if he can bring that Cajun Southern style to
That's-
Gambit, then he'd be perfect.
He did really good in the Kingsman, the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, were you Southern?
Yeah, he used
He did
tequila.
pretty good. Yeah.
He was great in Hateful as the Texan.
Yeah,
Which is
right.
which is something to say because that movie really wasn't all the greatest. Me personally, I didn't really like it.
I agree with you. It's
Yeah.
my least favorite Quentin Tarantino
Yeah.
film, but
It was
dude,
good.
I have people who are like, "That's the best one."
Right?
Well, yeah,
my favorite.
that scene-
Tarantino.
But yeah,
It's like-
Channing, he was great. in
I
that
saw it
movie.
in theaters.
Yeah.
I think that helps because
Just
they,
watching the 8mm or whatever.
No, we saw
we saw it together, huh?
No. It was me and two other guys. You saw.
I saw it with Ryan. Yeah, no, we saw it and there was an intermission and we actually went down and got snacks and then came back to it. So it really felt like an experience.
Nice.
And they gave us like these booklets that talked about the characters.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I think that's what I liked is I liked the experience, but what I liked about it was they were able to build so much suspense without any action or anything. They're just building the characters. You're like, what's gonna happen?
I think
Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get what?
I think that's why
liked
it's
it.
one of my least favorite because
think of Tarantino, you think he's just crazy.
You didn't Kill Bill.
Yeah, you think Kill Bill, you think
all I was saying was that
Inglourious Bastards.
That's my favorite.
That's one of my top.
All I gotta say
That's ironic. That's my least favorite.
Yeah.
All I said was that Channing.
I'm leaving.
All I said was Channing. He was great in that movie.
Yeah.
He was convincing as a Southerner.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see Gambit as Gambit being played by Channing Tatum is just I don't know if they're gonna pull the trigger with him.
Yeah, because it's still a mutant character, and Disney still hasn't decided what they're going to do with the mutants.
Yeah,
makes me wonder what they are going to do with X-Men because we need a good X-Men. Like we haven't had a good X-Men
theories that were tied to WandaVision. You know that
there were.
We haven't had a good X-Men since Days of Future Past.
Yeah, Days of Future Past. Yeah, and that was, in my opinion, that was the best X-Men movie.
Oh yeah,
that one.
I like First Class though. I like First Class. I know a lot of
that was before though. That was before.
Yeah, that's true.
That was
Did you like that better than Days of Future Past?
A little bit, only for the fact that I cried in Days of Future Past because the beginning scene where you see all those heroes just dying left and right over and over again. I'm like,
that's my
favorite.
Days of Future Past is my favorite version of Wolverine.
Yeah,
I think Hugh Jackman was like. I mean, he's great. He's fucking Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh no! What the fuck? I forgot about Logan.
Well, I was gonna say, do you guys consider Logan an X-Men movie or?
No, that's a Wolverine side.
Yeah, I don't consider that an X-Men movie.
Alright, so in X-Men, that was my favorite version of Wolverine. I love when he goes back in the past, you know, and just his everything.
And all the references to him going to Japan and all that, like
the Wolverine.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan.
It's just called the Wolverine.
Yeah. That was alright.
Yeah, but no, I agree. I think that was the best depiction of Wolverine in Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
And I love that they reference both movies, and I love seeing his interaction with his friends in the future, like when he met Beast. And he was like, Hank McCoy, that Beast? Is that Beast you in there, bro? And then when he told him, he's like, hey, one day we're going to be really close friends. You just don't know it yet. I love that.
But yeah, we need a good X movie. We really need one. We haven't had one since Days of Future Past. We really need a good X-Men film.
And I think the MCU could do it.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. But
it makes you wonder who's going to be Wolverine. Who's gonna
as far as casting, I don't know who they're going to cast.
Yeah, because Hugh Jackman already said he wasn't going to do Wolverine.
Yeah.
He said he's done.
Yeah.
Which, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
He went out with a banger.
Yeah, exactly. He's getting up there in age. He's chilling on his money. Like, let him have his fun. You know?
Yeah, and we saw a great end to that character.
Yeah.
They might as well just start from scratch. On top of that, I think the only Fox character that's not going to get changed is Deadpool. I think that's the only one they're going to keep pretty much the same.
After the popularity of his movies and the money they brought in, they can't change it.
They got to let that keep going.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
Yeah, that's the best rated R superhero film I think I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah.
So. Yeah.
Well, Logan.
Well, that's true shit.
Well,
okay, that's
different because Deadpool is just like it's like a slapstick comedy.
Yeah.
You know? It's like
with Logan, it was very story driven.
Yeah, very serious.
Well, but Deadpool 1 and 2 were both great.
They were great.
Yeah,
both
they
of them
hilarious.
I still think 1 is the best one, but I did love both of them.
Yeah, I think that it's debatable, and that's what I like. I'm glad that it's not just
a clear winner.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't like Deadpool 1 was great and then Deadpool 2 happened. You know, no, they're both great, and I think the fact that you can have a debate on which one is better is perfect because they were great movies. Both of them.
Yeah.
And I think the reason I loved Deadpool 1 so much was like going into it, like I love Deadpool.
Okay.
One of my favorite Marvel characters in general. But I wasn't sure like how much this movie was gonna hit and how perfect it was going to be. I laughed at probably every fucking joke, like hard belly laugh. The first time seeing it in theaters.
Yeah.
I was blown away by just how on the nose it was.
Right.
Like it was so good.
No, it was a very funny movie. I'm glad the comedy was actually funny.
Yes.
And I can't wait for 3 because I'm so excited to see a Disney rated R movie, you know?
Yeah.
And that's gonna be great. Bob can be a Hydra agent now.
That's true.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Bob. Sorry. So no, in the comics, Deadpool has a sidekick.
Yeah.
And his name is Bob, the Hydra agent.
Yeah.
That's it. And literally, he's like a low-level, nobody agent of Hydra who ran into Deadpool when Deadpool was just fighting Hydra agents.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they developed a friendship, and now Deadpool goes and fights crime, and he's like his sidekick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and his only superpower is he used to be in Hydra. So he's literally like a stupid character, but his stupidity is what makes him awesome.
But yeah, character Deadpool was great in the movie. I love Colossus.
Colossus is great.
Like friggin' accurate Colossus.
Dude. Yeah, with a Russian accent, unlike the other X-Men
that
movies.
was beautiful.
Yeah, I love it.
And his fight with Gina Carano was awesome.
I forget his name. It wasn't anybody famous.
But whoever did, hats off to them, for sure.
His fight with Gina Carano was awesome.
Yeah, that was dope.
He grabbed, she had held his arm, he was like,
Dude, that was great. His fight with Juggernaut was dope.
Yeah, that was cool.
Put electricity up his butt. I don't think that feels good, you know? I don't think. But that was dope.
Juggernaut, I'm such a big fan. Just rips him
I'm gonna rip you in half now. Oh my god.
I loved it.
But yeah, both of those are great. So I hope, and I'm glad they got Juggernaut right in that as well.
Yeah, like I didn't care he was animated. It's like I loved the way he looked.
He looked way better than how he did in
He still looks
X-3.
oh, the Juggernaut, bitch!
Yeah. Yeah, he was bad. So I think Deadpool fixed those characters in Colossus and Juggernaut.
Yeah,
but that's why I like Deadpool so much.
But I guess until we get a good X-Men, we gotta just stick with the animated show.
Yeah,
That's
right.
true.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that's true. I haven't seen a bad X-Men show. I heard the one in the 80s wasn't that good. But the one in the 90s was great. X-Men Evolution was great. X-Men Wolverine and the X-Men was great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a bad X-Men show yet.
There's just so much Marvel stuff that Disney can take and put on the screen and it'll make money though.
No matter what, it's got our attention. They got their hands in our wallets.
Right.
No matter what. But doesn't mean they should steer away from the quality. And they haven't been. I think with the shows, it's proving that I think the creators have more control, and because WandaVision was so authentic, which was very shocking, and Loki, Falcon Winter Soldier was felt like MCU.
Yeah, I felt like Marvel.
Not bad, but
it felt like
it. And then so far with Loki, the trippiness of it's kind of a mixture of the two.
It is.
Yeah,
it
and
is.
I'm really liking it. Really like it.
I like that. And I have a question because we talked about this on a podcast before, but you didn't get to be there for that part. You mentioned Fantastic Four earlier. Yeah, we mentioned Fantastic Four earlier. And we talked about this in another podcast. If you had to cast an MCU Fantastic Four, how would you cast it? You know, if you need time to think about it, go ahead. We could go into depth about who we casted. But
as the actors who play the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Okay,
I already forgot who I chose.
Okay, we kind of all agreed on who we wanted to play Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. We all wanted John Krasinski and Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
I think that would be great. After we just saw A Quiet Place 1 and 2.
Yeah, especially after seeing A Quiet Place 2.
Oh, you want him to direct the movie?
No, I want him to play Mr. Fantastic.
Oh.
And I want his wife, Emily Blunt, to play Invisible Woman.
It would be fire, bro.
Yeah, because they already have great chemistry on screen as they do in real life.
Yeah.
And I would love to see
They're
that.
married.
Yeah,
and have children, so obviously their chemistry.
Right. So I would love
they're actually married now?
real life, yeah.
The husband and wife got to be a husband and wife.
Yeah, in A Quiet Place, and we'd love to see that again.
John Krasinski says The Quiet Place is actually not like a horror movie. It's really a family movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that has...
Okay, so who you guys got for Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm?
We all had different people for Johnny Storm. I remember Steven had an interesting choice for Human Torch.
Who did he choose?
He chose Rami Malek.
And Rami Malek?
Yuri Malek, yeah. Yeah, I did that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, huh?
You high, man.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but he saw something.
Freddie Mercury as.
Yeah. He saw something that I didn't see.
I don't see Rami Malek as.
Yeah, I knew
Johnny
that.
Storm.
And I cast him in his other character.
That's right. He did say. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's an odd one.
Yeah, I was like, I think Rami Malek would be a great you'll know this, but Nightmare in a Doctor Strange 3 movie.
Right.
I think he would play a good Nightmare. But not Human Torch. Not Human Torch.
Yeah.
The guy who played what's his fucking name? He's in The Kingsman, and he also played.
Taron Egerton.
Taron Egerton.
Yeah,
That
Taron
guy.
Egerton.
Yeah. I think he could be a good Johnny Storm.
Okay. Yeah. He got
attitude, you know.
Yeah, he's got to put more blonde in his hair, but okay, I'm with
Do you
that.
think he can be a blonde pretty boy like
Like Human Torch?
Human Torch?
Yeah.
He was like a pretty boy in Kingsman.
Yeah. And
So,
you know, he has that like punk like mentality. It's believable.
Yeah, he can do an American
Yeah, so-
accent, which is important.
And
Now, who's going to be Ben Grimm?
Oh yeah. So here's what I have for my Human Torch. I have a Dacre Montgomery. He's the guy who played the punk rocker dude from California in Stranger Things. I don't know if you guys ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you remember like the cool guy from California?
Yeah, he could. I could see that.
Was he
Yeah.
the Red Ranger in the new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I like that guy. He looks just like Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he's the
think.
Red Ranger in the Power Ranger movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how he acted in Stranger Things, I'm like, oh, that's Johnny Storm. He had all the confidence in the world. He knows he's
Yeah.
pretty.
You know
He
what?
knows everybody's checking him out.
Can I change my answer to that?
That would be my answer. Yeah, sorry, Terry, but that would be my pick. I also, you mentioned Zac Efron. I actually, in my head, had Zac Efron as Human Torch, but there's rumor that he's already going to play Adam Warlock.
Oh.
So if that's true that he's already playing Adam Warlock, then Decree Montgomery should play.
I
Human
think the
Torch.
one thing the MCU is missing is probably Zac Efron.
Yeah. There you go. So
We need those washboard abs.
Yeah.
In the MCU.
You got
Yeah.
plenty of abs in the MCU.
Yeah, that's true.
Too many.
There's not one male in that man in the movie who's not ripped.
Thor.
Oh,
Now, yeah.
True.
No,
But now he's bigger than ever.
I'm gonna say in the next movie he's gonna bench press a planet and do a trillion sit-ups and he's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen what he looks like now?
No.
Okay, I'll show you. He's bigger than he's ever been before.
Yeah,
I'll look-
dad bod.
Shit, I think that
Yeah, put Chris Hemsworth. Thor
Chris Hemsworth. I think he just loves.
God, that photo was like.
I think
He's gnarly.
I think he legit loves to work out.
He actually loves it. He loves
Because everyone else who got jacked for their roles said how much they hated his
it.
health.
He loves it.
He was like, yes, give me more bench presses.
Yes, he loves. Yeah, let me eat raw
I want to
chicken.
be the Hulk.
Yeah, let me eat raw chicken and raw steak.
Kumail Nanjiani, he said how much hell it
He
was.
hated it. Yeah,
He got fucking jacked.
Yeah,
and,
he said-
and every single girl now thirst comments. Oh, now he's hot. Oh,
All right, and now you want his dick. Okay.
Damn. His arms are huge.
Let me see. Let me see if that's the photo.
You know when I see a
That's the photo, dude.
When
He's
I see-
bigger than he's ever
Yeah.
been.
when I see a guy like that,
Gnarly.
He
He's
looks like
massive.
He looks like
when I see a guy, I'm like, wow, I am fucking.
I ain't shit.
flawed.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I applaud you.
Yeah, his
Makes
arm
me-
is the size of.
That motivates me. Like,
Yeah,
Just big arms.
I will say, yeah, his arm is the size of me. You know, so yeah, he's really going out.
I applaud that. Like, I want to be like that.
Yeah,
Chris Hemsworth.
But I know it's hell. He went through hell.
but he likes it. He enjoys it.
Yeah.
It's not hell for him.
Like Kumail Nanjiani is like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, this sucks.
He's like, oh, bitch.
Yeah.
I'll look for you.
Yeah.
I'll lift you too.
Okay. Well, that's why.
If he keeps it, he's gonna be like The Rock.
Yeah, which I'm
That's what I was saying. Like
He
he
looks
looks like
like-
yeah.
just
He
like
looks like
I think the biggest I've seen The Rock was in Fast 5.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
too big.
Yeah, that
His arm
was
was
bigger than.
He has no neck.
Yeah. When Hobbs and Shaw, he was pretty big too.
That's true too. That's
He
true.
was really big.
He
in
seemed a
Hobbs and
little
Shaw.
more looser though. Like
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
Like a little
But I
leaner, too.
Yeah.
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 But okay, so we mentioned Fantastic Four. Do you have a cast for Human Torch? I'm curious.
I mean, if they continue to not cast him on anything, like if they don't cast him as Quicksilver, I would like the dude who played the Fox Quicksilver.
oh, Evan Peters.
Yeah.
He's
Well, he's already Mr. Boner though.
That's right.
He's
Yeah.
a Boner guy.
Yeah.
You're Ralph Boner?
Boner.
Ah, shit. Spoiler.
I don't know
comedy,
what
I'm
you're talking
sorry.
about, so I'm just.
Oh, even better. Even better. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about, so.
Let's just.
Yeah, just let it roll over your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, unfortunately, no. But
So, just with Disney's Fantastic Four coming up, please make it good, because we need one.
Yeah.
Stan Lee needs a good Fantastic
I know he
Four.
does.
yeah, seriously,
That was his first. That was him
yeah.
and Jack Kirby's first ever.
Yeah, he
That's
doesn't need
right.
to roll in his grave. Like
Yeah.
he has one regret, and that's Fantastic Four, and we need to do him justice.
I mean, they did his Spider-Man justice.
They sure did.
Seriously.
But not Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Side note, Into the Spider-Verse, best Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
Best Into the Spider-Verse.
mine,
That's my favorite Spider-Man
Yeah.
movie.
mine is still
Okay.
2. Mine is still Spider-Man 2.
That's a
still
good
my
one.
favorite.
that one's. I've watched that movie so many damn
Yeah.
times as a kid.
Yeah, that's still my favorite.
So I
I mean,
like
it's-
would reenact that train scene.
Oh, yeah,
so many
dude.
times as I toys like.
Yeah, with my action figures, I have a Spider-Man and the Doc from the
Yeah.
series. So
It's better than the Amazing. Better than the Amazing Spider-Man. That's for sure.
yeah, we'll put it that way.
I had hopes after the first one because I mean we've talked about this before on the podcast about like the different Spider-Mans. I liked Andrew Garfield's, even though he was a little too cool.
Too pretty boy. Yeah.
Yeah, too hipster.
Tom Holland's just perfect.
Yeah, I like him.
He doesn't seem nerdy, yet he does. You know, he's like that geeky kid in high school that we all can relate to.
Yeah.
You know?
He seemed very innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man. I just don't think he was a good Peter Parker.
That's right. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I feel.
But overall, they had more good Spider-Man than anything.
That's true.
So yeah, Stan Lee Spider-Man, Steve Ditko Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Did it good, but Fantastic Four not so much.
Yeah. So I will say this about the Fantastic Four, because you asked this question earlier, but we're still stuck on Human Torch. Yeah, if you guys should cast a Ben Grimm, do you guys have a cast for him with the Thing?
I don't know why, but oh wait, is he Ben in the new? I was gonna say Ben Foster.
Oh yeah, the blonde guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting.
I don't know. He could do
Okay.
good. Which I think he actually is Ben in the new one.
In the new what?
The latest Fantastic Four.
No, that's a different guy.
That's not Ben Foster.
That's not Ben Foster. That's a different guy.
Okay.
But you know who I cast, and again I'm comparing him to John Krasinski, because Mr. Fantastic and Ben Grimm were college roommates, so they're around the same age. I'm casting an actor around the same age. Also to
Which Ben Foster is around. That'd be believable. And the reason I say Ben Foster,
it's boogers.
the reason I say Ben Foster is because obviously the Thing, it's not about like what they look like. It's more about just the dynamics of their voice, of what they can portray through voice acting.
Yeah. So
and Ben Foster, whenever he's a troublesome character, he's really good at sounding like it, and it's very believable. So because the Thing sort of has to feel very vulnerable and damaged because he's a freak.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I do agree with that's my opinion.
Okay, here's my choice. Ignore him. I don't care. But no, Mr. Fantastic has to be around the same age as the guy Ben Grimm, because they're college roommates. Also, too, Ben Grimm was a college football player. Yeah. And so somebody who fits that mold as like college football player, but also same age as John Krasinski, I thought of John Cena. John Cena, believe it or not.
I was honestly,
I
was thinking like he would, because honestly, he's proved his acting chops.
He's doing all right. Yeah,
he's not bad.
He's funny too.
Yeah. So it's like I feel like he could.
But he's already DC's in DC now. So
yeah, but everybody's done both now. Yeah, there's a lot of actors who do DC and Marvel.
Well, now that DC's starting to get their reputation back,
yeah, they're starting to.
They can't afford to lose any people.
As long as they keep Zack Snyder on.
See. And I didn't like all of Zack Snyder's movies either.
I didn't see the Snyder cut.
Neither did I.
It's good.
It's like he only
have 4 hours and a butt cushion, you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did Batman v Superman. That was trash.
Yeah, that movie.
I was very.
The only thing I liked about that movie was when Batman fucked up those guys in the warehouse.
That was my Batman.
That was like the best live action Batman fight scene I've ever seen.
Yeah, and that was the best depiction, in my opinion, of Batman.
Yeah.
Because it was like that in the comics, he branded it in the beginning. He branded the bad guys all the time to show fear.
Brutalized them.
Yeah.
And he was violent and brutal and all that stuff.
He may have not have used guns, but he beat them to death almost.
Yeah.
Like when he fucking like slams that guy.
Boom, that right hook and he like scorpions.
When he chucked that big crate and that
was so sick. And he used this fucking thing to
now we got
Robert Pattinson
as Batman.
Yeah, so I'm
we got more Batman than any other DC.
Yeah, that's true. We got more Batman than
they keep trying.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah. Well, because no one really lands. No one can really like stick the role, you know?
Well, I mean, Batman's not my favorite DC superhero, but he is awesome.
Yeah.
But it's just, we've got so much Batman, and DC also has a plethora of heroes and characters. Like, we got plenty of heroes to choose from. Give them a chance. And unfortunately, people are like, oh, it did. Yeah, it did. But it's like, come on.
The only chances they gave
Now
was
better?
TV shows. Like Arrow was the only thing that they really gave a real chance on.
Flash.
Flash, yeah, and those two are the only ones that really did good.
And
everything else, DC kind of fucking sucked.
Yeah, and I also
Gotham, trash.
yeah, and I also feel that
I actually liked the Gotham.
It's because you don't read the comics.
I'll admit I enjoyed Gotham for what it was. I accepted the fact because in the comics, Batman shows up, and then all the villains become super villains to fight Batman.
Yeah.
Gotham did it in reverse.
Yeah.
They had all these super villains,
yeah.
and so now Batman had to become Batman to fight those super villains.
The Joker was really cool.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't the Joker,
Yeah.
but the actor,
Yeah.
he did really well.
Yeah, when he was like, pow, 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 you know? Like, okay, that's Joker.
That's Joker.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
So, but yeah, overall, DC, they're starting to get their reputation back.
Yeah,
But
especially
it's
with
just,
this new,
they went through a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, they had a lot of bad movies.
Bullshit.
A lot of terrible
I
movies.
still think Batman v Superman is the worst of the
that movie was so awful.
DCEU.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully, we
Some
have
good ones.
Aquaman. That was good.
Yeah.
I liked Jesse. I like Jesse Eisenberg as an actor.
I hate it.
But not as Lex.
Not as like
Not
as
Luthor. What the
Nah.
fuck?
It should have went to Bryan Cranston.
Yes!
Oh,
Bryan Cranston had done a
snap.
great job.
What are you
Wow.
thinking?
Walter White as fucking Lex
Luthor.
Luthor.
Oh
Pitch
my
perfect.
god. Wow,
Yeah,
you should
that
have
would've
never
been-
told me that because that really got
There was rumors when that
Yeah,
was
no,
coming out
man.
that it was for Eisenberg's casting. Lex Luthor's casting. They were rumors saying just God damn it,
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg.
Walter White.
Walter White.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston apparently was chosen to be him, but then apparently it was actually just Eisenberg. Everybody's like, what?
Huh?
Like, how do you. Yeah.
Where do you get off?
Yeah, that was so wow.
That movie was
Bryan
trash.
Cranston would have been a
Yeah,
great Lex.
That would have saved the movie.
Thankfully,
Yeah,
we have Aquaman, we got Shazam, we got
Shazam
Wonder
was
Woman
good.
1.
Yeah, and
Wonder Woman 1 is probably my favorite.
Yeah, and
of
I'm
the
still,
DCU? Okay.
I'm still, not 50-50. I'm more like 70-30 on it now. The first one, yeah, because that was. It was good, but there was a lot of virtue signaling, and there was a lot of
1984?
well, 1984, but the first one,
Oh.
yeah,
See, I didn't really get that from the first one. Not as much. Like 1984.
No. First one I didn't find virtue signaling at all. That scene where she's in No Man's Land, and that was awesome.
yeah,
No Man's Land and she charges forward, that was a freaking awesome scene.
Yeah.
That was a great scene.
yeah.
yeah,
They just did a lot of slow motion, and I'm not a big fan of slow motion every fucking scene.
I do have to agree with you. I do think that's my favorite of the DCEU is the first Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah.
It's funny. It felt like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, a
honestly.
little bit, yeah.
Chris Pine is great in it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that might be my favorite.
That's
When he's
Scottish
like,
dude.
when he's like,
It's hilarious.
yeah, the Scottish dude is
Yeah.
great. Wait, I love the scene when he's like naked and she's like looking at his dick.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm what you call above average.
No.
Would you say you're a typical example of your sex?
I am above average.
Dude, that Chris Pine.
Yeah, she's like, are you the example of all men on where you come from?
I like the scene they're on the boat. They're talking about the pleasures of the flesh.
Where I come from, babies are made differently.
You refer to reproductive biology.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I know all about that.
I mean, I refer to that in other things.
The pleasures of the flesh.
Do you know about that?
I've read all 12 volumes of Cleo's treatises on bodily pleasure.
All 12, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like so awkward and
Like
shit.
she knew about it. He's like, oh.
I also think her acting was the best in that one.
Yeah.
She was kind of corny. She was corny and bad in 1984, and I wasn't. Yeah, in Justice League, she was just kind of flat.
Remember this? Like, no.
Oh
It's like she just learned his name and said it for the first time. It's like, come on.
It sounded like she was deaf.
Kalel, no!
Yeah, 1984 versus that was blatant virtue signaling. 1984 blatant virtue
So
signaling.
bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Oh man, yeah, that movie took a complete 180.
Man of Steel on 50-50 with.
I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was great. I thought it was,
Yeah.
I thought it was a good show.
That was good.
I thought it was a good choice for a Superman.
I still love the fight in Small. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was cool.
Were you giving me the title? Oh,
A little bit.
I saw a hand by the watch because usually talking like, hey.
The fight in Smallville was amazing. The fight in Metropolis was overblown.
That's true. I do feel you there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that movie like wasn't bad, and also too, because so many Superman movies were so bad that seeing an okay one really
was satisfying.
Yeah, satisfying.
So worst ones is Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad.
Oh, Suicide Squad is, to me, my least favorite.
Yeah.
Because at least Batman vs Superman, there was a couple scenes that were very entertaining and satisfying, like the Batman one. Suicide Squad, there's not one damn thing I like about that movie besides Margot Robbie's ass.
Yeah.
That is literally it.
That's it.
You know, it's funny.
Boomerang guy, completely fucking useless.
Yeah. No point in it.
You know, all it took was a new director to make Suicide Squad. People want to watch it now.
Yeah, I want to see this movie now.
Yeah.
The other one, I didn't see it.
They got rid of everybody in the first one except for Margot Robbie.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, they did. And I guess Captain Flag, or no, Rick Flag.
Rick Flag.
Was,
oh, and Captain Boomerang, he's back.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason they won't replace Margot Robbie is because she has her own movie now.
She was that movie no one liked.
I didn't like that movie either.
Oh, Birds of Prey?
Yeah, I didn't either.
I just liked it when she snapped the dude's legs.
No, but I'm just saying, like, Margot Robbie was the most popular character in the Suicide Squad.
That's
Everyone thought it was going to be Will Smith. No, that was Margot Robbie.
Yeah, she's
What kind of Suicide Squad? He should have looked at the camera and went like, like
that's all, folks.
Like Craig Robinson says when he's like, it's like some sort of hot time machine.
It must be some kind of hot tub time machine.
Like really, that was in the script.
Yeah, or in the second one. Oh, so I guess you came here on some hot tub time machine too.
And they came here in a what was it? Hot tub time machine. That's right.
Oh, okay. So I guess you came here in hot tub time machine too.
That was
I love Craig Robinson.
But now Harley Quinn was so popular, they gave her own her own animated show.
Yeah, it's good.
She became a forefront to some animated movies.
Yeah.
And don't get her, she does a good job as Harley Quinn. It's just she's not being put in with the right material.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I would say now with the new director.
Yeah, I think she will be, and I think when she had her own movie, it should have just been Harley Quinn. It shouldn't have been Birds of Prey.
Right.
It should have left those characters out and just have Harley Quinn and maybe a couple of the characters in there.
Yeah.
She wasn't even in the Birds of Prey in the comics.
She wasn't.
She was a siren. She was
Gotham City Siren. She's not a Bird of Prey, so I don't know why they made.
I think they jumped into virtual signaling. They just wanted a group of powerhouse badass women.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Gotham City Sirens is already a team of like strong, powerful women. You know, because you got Harley Quinn, but you also got Catwoman and Poison Ivy.
Right.
Granted, we haven't seen those characters yet in the DCEU, but I mean, look at Suicide Squad. They introduced 50 characters that weren't in the DCEU already.
That's true.
So they could have done that with Gotham City Sirens. Hell, they did it with Birds of Prey. Most of those characters weren't in the DCEU already. So I don't get it. I feel like it's so easy.
I would have preferred Catwoman and fucking Poison Ivy.
Yeah. Then who else they put in there? So that's why I feel like it's so obvious what they should be doing and so easy to do, but they won't fucking do it. They're like, here, let's just ruin it. So I'm like, okay, well,
let's take these characters and just run with the story.
Yeah. So
and don't forget to give a little bit of a nudge to the strong women.
Yeah.
Hey, we're women.
We're badass. That fight scene was so stupid too. At the end, with Birds of Prey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just again didn't like that movie at all. It's just been a Harley Quinn movie.
And we love women. We just don't like that movie.
Yeah. Here's my thing. I love women. Which is why I'm so mad. You got to treat them right. Here, they did them a disservice.
Yeah, the thing about them is that they tend to have this notion that making a woman character strong and independent automatically makes them a good character. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Just a strong female character doesn't automatically mean good character.
Yeah. I mean, that's going back to the whole Captain Marvel conversation.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
So take notes, guys. I know we're not writing it and we're just talking shit.
Make me write that shit. I'll do a way better job than what they're doing.
I don't know, man. After what you just said, you might get canceled.
That's That's fair. Hey, well, shit, DCEU needs to get canceled, so good. I'd be doing them.
Let's see how the new Suicide Squad goes because it looks promising.
It does.
I haven't even seen a trailer for that yet.
It looks good.
Is it a remake or is it
It's
a sequel? Okay. Yeah.
But it's got a completely different tone. All the way different.
Yeah, because they got what's the director's name?
James Gunn.
James Gunn.
Yeah.
And I'm remembering when he got fired from the next Guardians movie because of his controversial tweets. And then the Warner Brothers immediately picked him up. And then Disney's like,
come over here. We don't give a shit.
Disney's like, oh shit.
Yeah, Disney's like, we messed up. Come on back and make Guardians 3.
He's like, hey, I want some more money. Oh, you're funny.
Yeah,
I'll get my checkbook.
Yeah, dude.
James, about that firing, you were just joking.
Yeah, I know, bro. He played them both, man.
I'm pretty sure if he didn't get picked up by Warner Bros., he might not have been brought back.
Who knows what would happen.
But then again, a lot of the cast members of Guardians were demanding him come back.
That's true. They were.
Batista was probably the biggest supporter of James Gunn.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I'm glad they got him back for this last movie. He didn't deserve to get fired over that shit, in my opinion. Granted, yeah, it was weird, but it was so long ago. Like, that just wasn't fair.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Canceling people, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's cancel culture. It's a hell of a thing.
Yeah, I'm for consequence culture, but that wasn't consequence culture.
Yeah. I mean, one really cool thing is that cancel culture is not permanent because Chris D'Elia is proving it.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming back?
He's coming back.
Yeah,
his podcast is actually doing better than ever.
Yeah, he came out with an apology video and started his podcast right after it.
Nick Cannon's coming back to Wild now.
Yeah.
What did he?
He got canceled for his thing he said about Jewish people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and he's coming back. That's right.
So it's like, if you get canceled, honestly, I mean, of course, if it's for a real fucking thing, like a real problem.
Yeah,
like
and if they still continuously believe in what they're doing, if they don't see the remorse in it, they don't see
they don't grow from it.
Yeah. But there are times where it gets, like, canceling someone for, like, what is it going to do? Like, so I remember there was, like, sometime last year, people were talking about canceling John Wayne. Like, he's been dead for over 40 years. What is canceling him going to do?
I want to cancel George Washington.
Someone said they wanted to cancel Theodore Roosevelt for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln, they wanted to cancel him for whatever reason.
Slavery.
Woodrow Wilson, him, I can see. He was a massive racist, but yeah.
It's like, but they're dead.
Abraham Lincoln,
they're dead.
Theodore Roosevelt.
They're not doing anything now.
John Wayne,
he can't grow from it.
John Wayne was a conservative asshole.
Yeah, they can't apologize for it.
He's been dead since 1979.
Yeah. So what are you looking for? Yeah.
What, you want to go to his grave and demand an apology?
Yeah, right. I'm not going to get much out of him.
You're going to be there for a long time.
Yeah. And even if he could, he'd probably tell you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah. So, and I think the shining lights to it is people are starting to are having better success discerning what is cancelable and what is not.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas like last year and the year before, it was like an outrage.
Yeah,
Like,
anything. Yeah.
It became like guilty until proven
innocent.
you're guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, which should be the other way around, which is proper due process.
Yeah, that's how justice is served.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, thankfully, there have been some people who have been impervious to cancel culture, like Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr.
Oh yeah, dude.
Well, you can't cancel them.
South Park.
Yeah, South Park. Yeah, no, they can't. You can't cancel them, but.
And even if you do, you're just gonna get made fun of.
Yeah,
everyone. And that's what I mean about discernment. And I think people that like try to get guys like that canceled, everyone can already see like, oh, you're just bullshit. You're trying to, you just want to be mad at something.
Yeah,
you know?
And you're just trying to hop on the train of cloud that everybody else is getting on.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's like, and now you're pushing aside some like the real horrible cases where should
real issues,
real attention.
Yeah, because like we don't diminish that these cases are true, but it's like there's more serious cases than these random cancellations.
Like, I was 17 when I texted him, and then once I found out, he stopped talking to me. Rapist. And it's like, no, okay. I mean, it's still weird he's talking to younger girls, but he didn't do anything.
Yeah, he didn't do anything, and he stopped the conversation once he found out your age.
Yeah.
Like,
he did the right thing. I get it,
What case was that one?
That was Chris
D'Elia, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, there was underage girls hitting up in his DMs, and he started talking to him, and as soon as they revealed the age, he basically cut off the conversation. But then they came out as him being inappropriate, and
the one good thing, though, is it did Chris D'Elia now talks about this because he's like, it made me realize that I do have a problem. Like I have a sex problem, and I do use my fame to score chicks, and it's caused a lot of problems with my fiance and I. I'm a father now, so if anything, this is a great way for him to deal with it, and he is. Yeah, he is. Yep. So I'm a fan of him. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, same here.
He walked through the fire. Yeah, and he's being transparent with us, and I don't think he did anything illegal.
No.
So,
He didn't do anything illegal.
So I'm happy about it.
He did weird things. Yes.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything unforgivable.
No.
Yeah. It's like, I think he's on a great path, and it should be. It should shine some hope for people that are in similar situations. Yeah. Right. Like I think it's time we forgive Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I never really like. Once that all thing came out, I was like, yeah, it's terrible, it's disgusting, it's weird, but like...
And you're using your power to,
Yeah, it's fucked up, you should do that, but at the same time, there's so many big...
I remember about Louis C.K., I just don't know the full story, but I don't remember.
Basically jerked off.
Yeah, long story short, like, he got him to the room and he started jerking off in front of them, and they felt uncomfortable. He didn't do anything sexually, like, to them, but he just...
That is still sexual.
Yeah, but like, but he didn't do anything to them. Like, he...
harassment.
In a weird way.
Were the girls underage?
No, that's what I mean. It's like, it wasn't even illegal what he was doing. Well, I guess sexually harassing, that's...
Yeah. But in a weird way, he asked them.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, he
so
was like, hey, can I jerk off in front? No, granted, Zach, if you're like, hey, can I jerk off in front of you? I wouldn't think you'd actually do it. I thought you're just being, I think you're just being stupid.
Yeah.
But well
and then, like, you actually do it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I think it's forgivable. I think he should be...
I mean, hey, if people can forgive Pee Wee Herman for jerking off in a theater.
No, that's not bad. That's not bad, man. It's a porn theater. Like, people have sex in theaters. Yeah. And y'all mad at him for taking one in the theater?
Where do you think the name of this podcast came from?
Come on.
Extra salty popcorn.
Yeah, so, no, that wasn't fair.
All right, super random, but, well, I guess not random for us. I was watching an Andrew Schultz podcast, and he was talking about, like, popcorn and stuff, and, like, how this TikTok showed a cool way to get butter throughout the entirety of the popcorn. And then, like, one of them was like, oh, do you cut a hole at the bottom of it? And he's like, oh, yeah, the extra salt.
You stole that.
That's a shout out. No, that's a shout out. That's a shout out. He watches the show, yeah. He totally watches our show. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. It made me happy.
That's actually... You gonna cancel him now?
Yeah. We have proof. Around.
We said it first.
It's just that the canceling is like Louis C.K. in particular. Yeah, I can see why people got mad about it. How long ago was it?
This was basically like the start of the whole Me Too movement.
Yeah.
And
it goes back.
Oh, so that was like 2017?
Yeah,
like
basically
it was like 2016.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby, I think, is the one that really started that train.
Yeah.
For good reason.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But man, the jokes they made about him.
Yeah, the jokes.
Dude, and then Harvey Weinstein was a real case.
Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, those are
definitely killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
That documentary comes out and fucking like a week later. Like, what?
I didn't see that documentary. I heard it was disturbing as fuck.
So disturbing. Like, you just feel so bad for
those guys definitely. Harvey Weinstein, cancel the shit out of him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Epstein, cancel the shit out of him.
In fact, throw them in prison, because that's real shit right there.
Yeah. But yeah, Cosby, yes, cancel his ass.
Louis C.K., yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Yeah,
just what I mean by discernment. Like, yeah, it's inappropriate. Yeah, put him on blast. Make him
embarrassed about
accountability.
Accountability. 100%. But to ruin someone's entire life without giving them the benefit of doubt, and I just think that's lame.
Sometimes they get canceled for saying something so trivial.
Yeah, fucking Gina Carano. Like, don't, come on. Leave her alone.
Gina Carano doing the comparison was stupid, but it wasn't cancel worthy.
No, it was her making a big mistake. She thought she was on like a right thought process. She thought she was saying something correct, and then found out later on, what I was saying was bad.
Actually, I don't know. I think that's why they won't bring her back, is because she wasn't like.
Oh, they're bringing her back. They're gonna bring her back for sure.
Oh, you think so?
I heard somewhere they are bringing her back. She's back on.
I heard they already canceled the New Republic.
I heard that got banned.
Yeah,
officially.
I honestly forgot about that show coming out, but I heard that she was coming back for Mandalorian. I heard they're bringing her back on Mandalorian. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but it makes sense. I mean, what she did wasn't super cancel worthy.
No, it was dumb, and maybe And
you may not agree with her politics, but what she said was just stupid. It wasn't cancel worthy.
Yeah, I think what Disney was looking for was like an apology or some shit, and I don't think she ever gave one.
Yeah, she never gave one.
She's a fighter, dude.
Yeah, I feel you.
She's not gonna bend.
Well, I mean, that's something I can respect. Not bending the knee.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind bending her over, but
she bend you over, man.
Yes.
I was like, okay.
With my not either.
Ben, let me fuck you, okay? It's just
okay, Gina, calm down. Or don't.
Yeah, or don't. Yeah.
But yeah, just saying something so trivial doesn't automatically mean even a joke. Like Bill Burr at the it was the music awards.
Saturday Night Live, I think.
No, it was that one, but also I'm thinking of the one of the music awards I went to. He was pronouncing all the nominees' names wrong because it was difficult for him, and they were like Hispanic Latinos. He made just saying, "Man, I bet all the white people are like, why is this cis white man making doing all this Latino stuff?" And the shitstorm appeared. And the worst part, they were going after his wife because she's black, and it's like, how can she married this racist white man? And she hates black people too.
Yeah, I was like,
leave his wife alone.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that makes you the racist one.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was joking. It was a joke.
Yeah.
And it's like, cancel him. Because he made that one joke about, why is this white man doing all this Latino stuff? And man, it was a joke. It was funny.
Yeah, it's funny,
Because he knew he was getting the names wrong, but so he made a joke about it. Everybody's like, cancel him. And his wife is a racist.
Yeah, no. A lot of his specials too, like Paper Tiger got a lot of like backlash. And that was that was my favorite fucking special by him. Like, it was the greatest.
Yes. Oh, dude. And honestly, the people that are lashing out, this hysteria, they're only feeding the comedians more material.
Like his Saturday Night Live and Dave Chappelle Saturday Night.
Yeah, same thing.
He was like, when that doctor agreed with Trump about the bleach and the light in the veins go, that's why. That's why. That's why women make half.
Yeah.
And then you can just hear the audience after he said that's why women make half, they're like, he goes, did I trigger you? Because it was a half, like 25%, whatever, it's too much.
It's too much, yeah, that's what he said.
Then he was like, it's like a woke meeting here. Like, doing that, you're feeding into it.
Yeah.
So when you do that, they're not going to just stop. They're going to keep going.
Yeah, and make it worse. Make you look more
that's the whole personality.
And he had said, and also Dave Chappelle said worse than that.
Oh, yeah.
His Sticks and Stones thing.
His whole TV show.
His Sticks and Stones comedy special on Netflix.
Yeah.
He got shot on for being transphobic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was funny.
I was laughing. I mean, I'm not transphobic or anything, but the jokes were on point.
Yeah.
Like the joke where he's like, all right, so the LGBT, like they're all in a car together.
Yeah, oh, God.
And like the transsexual is the one, like the one that annoys the entire I don't know how accurate that is, but it just painted a really funny picture.
Yeah. It did.
And you know what's a funny thing? Because I have a friend, actually my sister's friend, who is in the she's asexual, and she's
asexual.
That's the one. That's A.
No.
What is asexual?
It's where you're not into the relationship for sex. You're into it for just the like personality.
No, it's the opposite. Asexual is when you're not into a relationship at all. You are not into the thought of a relationship with anybody.
Really? I thought it was just the sex side of it. Like
no, there are asexuals who fuck. They just don't want a relationship at all.
Yeah.
They don't like the thought of relationships, and she's asexual. And what Dave Chappelle was saying, she was telling me how what he's saying is pretty accurate. A lot of the people in that group don't like each other.
Yeah. No, seriously, it really is true. Yeah.
Like apparently the gays and the lesbians had a big altercation because the gay community wanted to change the name from LGBT to GLBT. They wanted the G in front of the L.
We want to
this is her story. This is what she said. So I'm just relaying it.
Yeah.
And then they had a whole fight about it. And then in the end, they just told the gay community, just shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
Yeah, and that's basically accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was saying how what he was saying was accurate.
You guys didn't catch my joke.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
the gays wanted to come first.
That's actually really good.
That's funny.
See, in a heterosexual relationship, usually the man wants to come second because, you want to treat your lady right and make sure she has a good time.
Yeah, that's
But no, man, gays are stingy.
There are some heterosexuals who don't care about her and they want to get their nut.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah.
They're stingy people.
Yeah. In all walks.
But yeah, they tried canceling Dave for that and didn't work.
Didn't work.
No.
But
Good.
they want to cancel him for that. But Amy Schumer is strong and brave, and she's talking about her pussy every 10 seconds.
She is the reason why there are no more ratings on Netflix. Because her special did so bad.
Yeah.
They got like half a star or something out of 5.
Yeah.
And she complained to the company saying it was sexist and unfair.
Yeah.
And
It's like,
she
no,
won.
you bombed. That's what it is.
You weren't funny.
Yeah.
Oh, she's the reason why there's no star ratings on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. That's why it's just a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
She's a comedian who can't handle criticism.
Yep. No,
That makes
exactly
you
that.
not a comedian.
Yeah.
Just makes you a whiner.
Yeah.
She was one of those one of the women comedians who talks about. It's like what our friend said about the women comedians. Some of them love talking about sex. When you think of that, you think automatically Amy Schumer.
I heard that. I heard somebody say.
I always think of Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
She's like the pottiest of mouth.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
Body. I will say this. I know they say, women comedian only talk about sex. I've heard that before. And Amy Schumer is like the face of that.
Oh, yeah.
I do feel like Sarah Silverman was that for a long time.
She was first.
Yeah, but I have seen stand-ups where she did a whole bunch of jokes and they weren't about sex, and I thought it was hilarious. So I think she's evolved.
Yeah. No, it's also Amy Schumer's more sex, but Sarah Silverman's more of just problem child kind of life.
Yeah.
The drinking, the drugs, the staying, the rocker chick.
That's true.
Like the going into a liquor store and like grabbing anything, opening up the chip bags, eating it, not even paying for kind of thing.
Non-ladylike.
So that's totally different contrast to their comedies. But Amy Schumer, it's either sex, her vagina, then she body shamed herself, then back to sex, then back to vagina.
And that's basically.
I did like the movie Trainwreck with Bill Hader.
She's fine in the movies.
It's
just
weird.
the stand-up.
Apparently, in her movie, she's funny, but in her stand-up, she's
Well,
not.
it's because she knows how to deliver lines given to her. She can't make up her own jokes, but if someone gives her a good joke, she can say it right.
I put Amy Schumer and Lily Singh in the same category of comedians.
And who?
Lily Singh.
I don't even know who that is.
No.
Superwoman I.
Oh, yeah.
I Superwoman I. She's a very famous she was a famous YouTuber. She doesn't really do YouTube anymore.
No.
She had her own talk show, which is like super late on one channel. I don't even know, but her comedy is in the same way they talk about Amy Schumer. In the same way as Amy Schumer, they talk about one thing specifically over and over again.
Right.
Amy Schumer's all about sex and her vagina. Lily Singh is all about how white people suck, white men suck, and how she's a bisexual woman of color.
Okay.
That is literally all she talks about.
Okay. I believe that.
And that is really, it's just.
Probably I've never heard of her.
Yeah, right.
Because I don't want to listen.
She's not.
Well, anyway, we're gonna wrap it up. We've been talking for a while here.
Wild.
Yeah. It was good. We was riffing too.
Good conversations for sure. Marvel, give us a great Fantastic Four. Give us good X-Men. Invincible. I'm very excited about this for the future of Western animations and adult shows.
I highly recommend reading the comics if you haven't.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Some of Robert Kirkman's best work since.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, he did this before The Walking. No, he did the same time. Walking Dead and.
Yeah, but he released Walking Dead more.
Yeah.
Well, Walking Dead is amazing.
Yeah.
The comics is amazing. So
Yeah.
I highly recommend reading Invincible comics.
All right. Comics. Reading. Shows. Watch them. Channel. Subscribe. Like. And comment down below. Join in the
Got it
comments.
this time.
I did it.
Yeah.
Usually
I didn't have to say it
because I'm just like I don't know how to end this. You know?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Peace out, guys. Much love. Oh, I didn't do a quote. We're gonna leave you with a quote.
Right,
We won't talk about it this time, but I want to start this thing where we have some good thoughts too.
End it with a good thought.
Don't let the bad days make you think you have a bad life. Catch my phone for the mic drop. Oh. All right, bye guys. Peace.
You and John are going to be Reed Richards and his wife Sue in the Fantastic Four movie, which I think would be a great idea.
No, that is fan casting. That and no one has received a phone call. That is all. That's just people saying, "Wouldn't that be great?" And that's it.